Alrighty guys, what is going on everybody, and welcome back here to some more coverage. Hope everyone's doing good out there. So we kind of had a pop-up event kind of pull a very interesting toll for us today, as the Storm Prediction Center has put out a slight risk, a level 2 out of 5 for severe weather of all hazards being possible. So we're going to need to do a little bit of coverage here for today. We got some pretty gnarly storms. I mean, right off the bat, already really kind of cranking there towards like Oklahoma City. El Reno, you know, the famous El Reno just west of Oklahoma City, is under a severe thunderstorm warning for 2-inch hail. That's larger than golf ball size hail, by the way. Just letting y'all know. But anyways, my friends, what's up? Hope everyone's doing good. Let's go ahead and see who is here for today. Talked to Prepper earlier in the beginning of the stream. Prepper's a little tired, so I don't think Prepper's going to be able to make it tonight. We have Kobe, Caden, Julie. What's up? Hope you're doing good, guys. Phil, Veronica, Luna. Let's see here. Stanley. We got L. Caden, Brent Jones. What's up, my friends? Hope everyone is doing good out there. Glad to have y'all. But yeah, like I said, no, we have some pretty gnarly storms actually popping off here. The main concern here is actually hail. And wow, look at that. That just came through as a matter of a few seconds ago. We just got a report here west of Oklahoma City, directly north of El Reno, of a 2-inch hailstone being reported. Let's see, Twitter report with video from a train weather spotter reported this at 23:23 UTC. Look at the bottom right, 23:34. So that was not too long ago here. So that's pretty recent here. Let's go and see Tabletop with a $5 super chat. Thanks so much, man. Greatly appreciate it. Said any chance for severe weather, I guess, in Wilmington, North Carolina, taking shape this week. Thanks for all you do, man. No problem. Well, thank you for the 5. So nothing right now is on the Storm Prediction Center for those regions there for you. Like I said, we are watching another system that could drive through, kind of for like the 15th. It is still popping up in the models, so. Like I said, we do have ourselves a bit of support still on it. Like I said, I told you this yesterday. I would keep an eye on it, and we'll see what happens, you know, as it does materialize, and as it becomes more clear to the models. But Tabletop will definitely keep you in our views there. Look at this hail core, dude. This thing is ridiculous looking. I mean, this is a crazy storm out there. I mean, it's a big old chunk of the storms. The storms are really, let's see, they're kind of cruising there around, like, let's see, I'm trying to figure out the height. Around 40,000 feet is how tall these things are. So this is, wow, look at that core. Holy cow, dude. Wow. Yeah, you can see all that turquoise blue. Like, that's that's like hail. Like big old chunks of ice that the radar is detecting here. Let me actually bring up the pen so I can actually I can make that out for y'all a little better. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. That is pretty daggone crazy. So look at this. So this basically area, this right here, that is the hail core where there's a big old amount of ice. And like I said, this has actually been reported here. I mean, we've seen a lot of hail reports actually coming through here. So like I said, if you guys are towards El Reno, Oklahoma, I would keep an eye on this one because this is a pretty nasty storm here. Look at that, 2-inch hail and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. So you mix that hail with those wind gusts on it, I'll tell you what, it's going to be a pretty bad day. Definitely if you are far enough ahead of the storm, I would highly recommend to put your vehicles into a, like I said, under something. Maybe in a garage, a carport, something, just to kind of get your cars out of the way here. Because, like I said, I mean, this is a pretty gnarly storm. There is another one just northeast of it, too. Like once again, here's for reference. This is El Reno. We have Oklahoma City right here. And just north of it, right here towards, like, let's see, this is Cameron City, basically west of that. There's another storm that's brewing, and it appears interesting. So it went severe one earlier. There's actually been there's actually been golf ball size hail reported with that a little bit ago. As you can actually see right there, 1.75. NWS chat reports. Let's see, between Dover and Crescent from Kingfisher County, Oklahoma, has reported that. That is some crazy, crazy stuff there. Let's see, Morna, what's up? Morna, hope you're doing good. Say good day, Andrew. Good day, Morna. Hope you're doing well. Let's see, Kay says hello. What's up? Hope you're doing good. Hunter plays. What's up, my friends? Hope everyone's doing well. Let's see here. Jonna says hello all from Lynn County, Kansas. What's up, Jonna? Or yeah, Johanna. Sorry, I'm very bad with names. You're gonna figure that out eventually, somewhere or later. Anyways, but I just want to go ahead and take a moment here to show y'all the risk area for today and where it does include. We're going to go ahead and go way back here. So areas, we have 3 colors here. We have a light green, a dark green, and a yellow. Okay, I'm sure you probably noticed that. So when it comes to it, like I said, the light green is showing a few thunderstorms being possible. Really not expected to be anything crazy. Just a few rumbles of thunder could be possible here and there. Now, once you move into the dark green, that's where things get a little bit serious. And that's where the severe weather starts, where the severe weather risk starts there. So if you're across the dark green, including like Wichita Falls, Texas, moving through Lawton, Oklahoma, Tulsa, Oklahoma, even southeastern Kansas included with this, and a few little counties here in very far western Missouri, kind of just south of Kansas City. So that is where the severe weather starts. That is overall a 5% chance of severe weather, and a 15% chance of severe weather is granted across the yellow, being a higher probability overall for severe storms. So that is kind of what we are seeing out of this. Now, I'm going to take you guys over here really quickly to the Storm Prediction Center to kind of show you all the breakdown and the probability for tornadoes, large-scale damaging winds. So let's go ahead and do such here right now. So here we go. So here's the Storm Prediction Center, kind of similar to what we just looked at. Tornado probability is really very, very low. A very small 2% margin. Really not expected to be anything crazy. Like I said, just a little area. Honestly, I'm not really too confident on the fact we'll see tornadoes tonight, but I mean, they did list it as a possibility, 2% chance, very, very low probability. Damaging winds, that's actually not the main concern, 5% chance for damaging winds within the areas in brown. And when it comes to hail, that's what gives us the slight risk, that level 2 out of 5. So that's where the big threat comes in, is the potential for hail, as we can obviously tell, what's going on here. I mean, like I said, we switched back over here to the radar view. I mean, like I said, we got some pretty brutal storms popping off here towards, like, Oklahoma City. We might even have some cameras for you guys. Let's see. I'm going to try to see if I can pull up some cameras for y'all. I'm really curious to see what the storm looks like towards El Reno. That's kind of what I'm really concerned about, like really, really interested in. Here we go. I got the state webcam map here of Oklahoma. Hopefully it's a good one. Some of these sites are pretty bad, and some of them are pretty good. Oh my goodness, I forgot Oklahoma has a really good view. Okay, so let's look at this. So here is in Oklahoma. Here, we're going to actually back out of this. So let's see if we can move a little bit west here towards El Reno. Unfortunately, I'm not seeing too many cameras out there, but we'll go ahead and try to grab one here in Oklahoma City. Hopefully there's one pointing west here. Oh, wow. Yeah, those clouds don't look too friendly out there, I tell you what. Let's try this guy. Let's see. This is okay. Pointing west. Starting to overestimate these cameras here, because a lot of them are pointing at the ground away from the clouds. I just wish we had some in El Reno, because if you don't know what's going on right now, y'all, we got some pretty nasty storms popping off here in El Reno. I mean, like I said, you guys, if y'all live in El Reno, Texas, I would highly consider, definitely, for sure, being indoors and away from windows, because you see this portion in the northern top of the cell, or that big old pink area? That is a big hail core there. Let's see, a walk in the woods with a $1.10 donation, Canadian. Thank you so much, dude. Greatly appreciated. Very, very sweet of you. Thank you, thank you. Very, very sweet. Let's see, is anything coming for Dallas? So Dallas does not have a risk for severe weather or overall thunderstorms in general today. So no. To answer your question, no. Like I said, today's threat is really across portions of Oklahoma City. Well, first of all, yeah, you guys should probably watch out for these cells rolling through. Tulsa is in the risk too. I would keep an eye on some of the storms here as they could turn pretty sour. Let's see. We also have, like I said, Lawton, a pretty big city there in Oklahoma. You guys are at risk as well. Wichita Falls, Kansas, inside the level 1 severe weather threat. Because like I said, we have 2 levels of severity today. We have the slight risk and the marginal, which, like I said, slight risk is at level 2 or the yellow. And like I said, whenever it comes to the level 1, that's across portions of the dark green. That's that. All right, let's see here. Okay, thank you. No problem. Logan says, "What's up, everybody? What's going on? What's up, Logan? Hope you're doing good." Yeah, like I said, we're just watching some severe weather popping off here. Honestly, I'm kind of shocked, because I was looking at the Storm Prediction Center. I realized that they actually, put this a higher risk than what was there earlier. So, and obviously, I forgot to mention, they actually did pull a severe thunderstorm watch. Let me actually go ahead and show you guys that really quickly. So. Yeah, so this red bracket that you see out there, across, obviously central Oklahoma, moving into, north central Texas, that is a severe thunderstorm watch number 132. That means we've already had 132 watches this year, which is crazy. So, severe thunderstorm watch number 132 will be in effect until 11 Eastern or 10 local. Look at this, maximum hail size up to 2 inches in diameter. We have maximum wind gusts up to 70 miles an hour. So what that means is that these wind gusts could get pretty strong, up to 70 miles an hour. I mean, like I said, that's some pretty strong winds, and especially if you mix in a storm that might have the big hail too. That's kind of a big thing there. Let's see here, Scott with a $1.10. Thank you so much, Scott. Greatly appreciated. Thank you. Very, very sweet of you. Let's see here. What about Brackettville, Texas? Let's look here real quickly. Let me pull up Brackettville. Brackettville, Texas. Here we go. All right, so this is across, you're in the far south side. Oh, yeah, so there's a chance for some thunderstorms. As you can see, you're inside that risk. I mean, yeah, you can kind of see there's a little bit of precipitation nearby, but yeah, you're not in the nasty stuff. Like I said, the nasty stuff right now is kicking off in central Oklahoma. Like I said, once again, El Reno is inside of a pretty nasty severe thunderstorm warning for 2-inch hail and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts here, which is crazy. Look at that. Train Weather Spotters even reported it, too. Train Weather Spotter reports 2-inch hail in, what's that, Okeechobee? I have no idea how you pronounce that. But anyways, we got 2-inch hail. That's some big old hail. Look at this. People and animals outdoor will be injured from the big hail, obviously. Expect hail damage to roof sidings, windows, and vehicles. Expect wind damage to roofs, sidings, and trees. Locations impacted include El Reno, Union City, let's see, Calumet, I think that's how you say that, Concho, and Cedar Lake. So if you guys are out there, you might want to, I would recommend, go into the interior portion of your home. I mean, similar to what you would do during a tornado, except you don't really have to cover your head. Just get into a central room because, like I said, the hail that size, I mean, that will easily blast through windows. Bottom line, you just don't want to be next to windows because that could be pretty dangerous. Knowing that if hailstone hits your window correctly, I mean, it'll bust your window out and glass would go flying everywhere. So I would not recommend that. Definitely would not recommend that. Yeah, we got this kind of line firing off here, too. Once again, the risk actually does stretch up in southeastern Kansas. Wichita is in the risk, but barely. I mean, barely in the risk at all. So, when it comes to Wichita, really not, probably won't see much of anything. I mean, right now, it's pretty clear towards Wichita, so nothing on the radar going on down there, so that's good news. Let's see here. Anything for San Antonio? San Antonio has a generalized thunderstorm risk, meaning that a few thunderstorms are possible, but nothing, damaging. Nothing severe is expected. So that's good news. Yeah, that's definitely some good news out there. I'm gonna see if I can rework these cameras. Yeah, like I said, I wish these cameras were pointing more at the sky. I mean, I understand that they're traffic cams, but they should also be used for weather cameras too. Like I said, we've been looking at some of these cameras over here. Like I said, we have a whole network across Oklahoma. Shows a bunch of cameras out there, and you can see how most of them are pointing at the road. Oh wow, look at that. Yeah, you can kind of see the horizon line there. Look at that. That's pretty dark. Very dark. Yeah, once again, I mean, basically not too far west of Oklahoma City. That's where El Reno is. Everyone knows El Reno quite famously for the tornado that went through there. Oh, wow. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, that's really showing a pretty good view of the storm out there. Holy cow, dude. Yeah, it's a little nasty looking out there. I tell you what, that's definitely a little crazy out there. Let's go ahead and switch back to El Reno radar here. Once again, that was El Reno, or near El Reno, pointing towards El Reno, the camera we just looked at. But look at that. Yeah, you see all that pink and blue? My friends, that you do not want to be under that, because that's going to be like dropping some big old... It's nature's baseballs. I mean, this is not obviously baseball size, but it's nature's... nature's very nasty way of saying that I'm mad at you right now. It's basically Mother Nature's way of saying that she hates us. But like I said, yeah, 2-inch hail. That's enough to cause some damage for sure. And once again, this is not just a radar estimate. I mean, this is confirmed, meaning that it has been, confirmed here by people on the ground. So this is definitely pretty nasty out there. So yeah, it looks like the main core, like I said, the worst of it is just gonna pass west of El Reno. I mean, you can see this from my other radar here. We did have a report here not too long ago, actually, of like I said, 2-inch hail right there towards Okeechobee. I think that's how you pronounce that. Yeah, Extreme Weather Spotter reported it. But it looks like it's passing mostly mostly west of El Reno here. So at least that's good news. But like I said to my friends out there, west of El Reno, it's going to be impacting Interstate, what is that? Interstate 40, I believe? Yes. Yeah, it's going to be moving into Interstate 40 here. So that's... Yeah, I mean, to my friends out there driving and all that, that's going to get pretty ugly. And you might want to have... Oh, they just updated it. You might want to have some glass repairsmen on speed dial here, because I tell you what, like I said, this is definitely going to be a little bit interesting. Let's see. Kim says, "What about Tulsa, Oklahoma?" Okay, so yeah, like I said, Tulsa does have a risk here, but right now, I mean, it's pretty clear. It appears. Let's see. We're going to play this in motion. Yeah, this line eventually could cross its way towards Tulsa. I tell you what, I'm going to bring y'all over here to the future radar for a moment, kind of show y'all the projections here, and we're going to take a look and see what's expected out there towards Oklahoma here in a few minutes. So let me go ahead and switch over to that right now. Let's go and take a look at this, see what's going on. So here's the future radar based off of one model. So take this with a grain of salt. Don't take this to be exact. Honestly, yeah, so according to this model here, it shows a lot of the storms dying out. There's Tulsa, by the way. It shows a lot of the storms kind of fading out by the time they reach Tulsa, which might be a good news. Might be good things. But it looks like Oklahoma City is going to be getting hit pretty hard, as we've already been seeing. Got a pretty gnarly cell out there that we are watching. Kind of shows it. Yeah, it shows all that thunderstorm activity really kind of fading out there around 11 o'clock, which is, once again, that's right as the watch gets expired, so... Yeah, look at that. Also, southeast Kansas showing a bit of activity there, too. Gotcha. So that's interesting. Well, that might be good news, because it looks like that Tulsa might be getting spared out there. So, but I would still watch it. Once again, like I said, models are not perfect. They're far from perfect out there. Holy cow! Oh my gosh, I still can't get over this hail core out there west of El Reno. I mean, my golly, dude, that thing is cranking. Here, let me go ahead and grab a little slice out of it again. We're gonna take a look at the internals of the storm structure here. Let's see. We're gonna redo this. Uh-oh. Did I break it? I think I broke it. Oh, no. Oh, here we go. All right. I was about to say, I think I broke it. Here, we're gonna pick another slice, like right there. There you go. Oh, wow. Holy cow, dude. Look at that. All that blue, purple stuff you see, like I said, that's all like big old chunks of ice. I mean, that is like big old window. I was about to say window crackers out there. I mean, like I said, yeah, definitely want to have the glass companies on speed dial here. I mean, because like I said, this is probably going to break some windshields. I mean, once again, for reference, I mean, this is 2-inch hail. I mean, this is larger than golf ball size. So just keep that in mind. I mean, wow. Yeah, you can see a lot of that hail, that big old echoes that radar's picking up is right there near the surface. So you know they're definitely getting pelted pretty good. My goodness. So yeah, they did just update that. Okay, so they actually brought that back from weather spotters confirmed to now radar indicated. I mean, that's just the radar has detected hail, which, I mean, it's pretty obvious. It's still going on. Locations impacted include El Reno, Union City, Calumet, let's see, Concho. We have Cedar Lake as well. That is that. Let's see, Zero says, hello, y'all. What's up, dude? Hope you're doing all right. Glad to have you here. Let's see, what about Whitehall, Arkansas? Whitehall, Arkansas. It's, well, I can tell you right now, I mean, Arkansas in general is not at any risk for severe weather, so I don't even really have to look that area up. But yeah, no, you're looking good. Nothing to worry about out there. So you are looking mighty fine. Let's see here. What about El Dorado, Kansas? So, yeah, you can see El Dorado right here. So you're actually in the marginal. But like I said, you're right there towards Wichita, and there's really not much happening out there. So, like I said, that's just kind of, that's good news. So, overall, I mean, yeah, we're not expecting much of anything to happen out there. But like I said, there is, I mean, you are in the lowest threat for severe weather, you know, outlook-wise. But right now, in the current view of things, it's not. It's not really too crazy. But anyways, like I said, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and bring y'all back over here to the Storm Prediction Center for 1 second to the new people who are just joining. Like I said, here's the overall risk for today. We have 2 levels of severity across the dark green. Level 1, higher the level, the more severe it is. It goes up to 5, and we're at a level 2 maximum for today. So level 2 is across the areas in yellow. It stretches all the way from southwestern Oklahoma all the way up into southeastern Kansas, actually. So it does cover a decent amount of ground there. Tornadoes is a itty-bitty little threat there, as you can see. I mean, it barely covers much of anything. Once again, I had to list tornadoes because it is theoretically possible, but honestly, my hopes of having tornadoes is very low today. The only thing I'm really concerned about is hail, honestly. Maybe some gusty winds out there as well, 5% chance for that. So basically, every 25 miles across the Brown, there's a 5% chance that you could have damaging winds 60 miles an hour or more, and hail, 15% chance every 25 miles of hail 2 inches in diameter or larger. So, yeah, we're talking some pretty big chunky hail. Tomorrow, yeah, no severe weather risk out there. As of right now, I mean, today's the only day that we have a risk. And once again, you can see that watch that they issued a little bit ago. Anyways, but I just wanted to go ahead and bring that to y'all's attention. Just kind of show y'all the current view of things. Anyways, but yep, Interstate 40, I believe it was, right there towards El Reno is getting blasted, likely by some hail right now. I mean, look at that. The big old core is moving right over the highway or the interstate. And I'm sure that you probably, if y'all are driving out there, I'm sure there probably is some windshield cracking going on out there. Well, the good news is they actually just canceled that severe thunderstorm warning northwest of Oklahoma City for the one here towards, let's see, heading towards Cashapp. It looks mostly rural areas here out of this guy. As you can see, you know, not many counties listed here, or not many towns or cities listed here, but overall, that's kind of what we are seeing here. Let's actually pull up velocity for a minute. Yeah, really nothing going on. Like I said, I'm not really expecting any tornadic activity, even though they have a small 2% chance. Like I said, really the chances of that is slim to nearly none. Just can't be ruled out completely. Anyways, but let's see. We're going to switch back. But yeah, like I said, El Reno, west of it, you guys are definitely probably getting hit by some good old hail out there. And especially where you see that blues and whites there. I mean, that's some big stuff. Once again, the expected hail size out of this here is roughly estimating to 2 inches in diameter, which, once again, that's larger than golf ball for reference. So just letting you all know that. Yeah, look at that. Storm top goes up to about 40,000 feet up there. So it's pretty crazy. Let's see here. What sites do I use? A whole bunch of them. If there's anything specific, you know, if you want to know anything specific, let me know. But anyways, but yeah, like I said, you guys out there traveling through El Reno would consider watching these storms here. But yeah, no, they just canceled that one back there, but we still got that one in effect. Let's switch up here to southeast Kansas for a moment, because like I said, that site risk actually does extend into those regions. So we'll just take a quick look. Yeah, nothing really too much going on out there. Looking pretty bland. Bit of lightning detection on it though. So, I mean, you're getting some storms, that's for sure. Let's see. How about Humboldt, Kansas? We are in it right now. Okay, let me switch y'all over here to this program. So you said Humboldt. Or, sorry, Humboldt. I was about to say. Where is that? Let's see, Humboldt. Is it Kansas? There we go. All right. Oh, yeah. And I see. Yeah, like I said, you're actually in that region we were just looking at there. Really not much happening. But, yeah, you're probably just going to see a bit of lightning activity here, some thunder. But that's probably about it, honestly. Probably not expecting to see anything. What's up, Bush? Hope you're doing good, man. Saying some boundary shenanigans soon. Yeah. Probably some land spouts with that 3 Cape Vortmax bullseye. Where is that at? Where's that at? Oh, are you talking about on that subtropical cyclone? Is that what you're talking about? Yeah. No, that's just been dying in the models recently. Let's see. Are we good here for Topeka, Kansas? Let's see here. Topeka. I know where you're at, but oh yeah, there we go. So Topeka has a chance for some thunderstorms, but honestly, I really don't see that probability of materializing. I mean, right now, pretty clear. Yeah, pretty clear out there. Regardless, I don't expect you to see much of anything. Honestly, iNewt says, "Hey Andrew, what's up? Hope you're doing good." Let's see, look on meso-analysis. All right, let's pull it up. Gotcha. Yeah, here's meso-analysis. Looks like showing the current atmospheric conditions here. Looking at the available energy out there. Yeah, that instability stretches all the way up here into like northwestern Missouri. Is it mirrored? Quentin, do you know if they got rid of that picker? You know what I'm talking about? How they, you can view the atmosphere if you double click. It's not working for me anymore, which is interesting. But let's pull up these lower level dynamics here and see what's going on. So we have, yeah, there you go. Interesting. Yeah, so we got a bit of a low out there towards Kansas and Oklahoma. That's interesting. Yeah. Yeah, that's probably why they granted that 2% risk there, is because, the winds are looping back around at the lower levels, and it could spark off a weak tornado. But here's the thing. If it did produce a tornado, it would be very weak. It would be very, very weak overall. So that's good news, at least. Definitely some good news. All right, little update back here on the El Reno storm. They actually downgraded it from 2-inch hail to 1.5. So if you don't know what 1.5-inch hail is, it's equivalent to a ping pong ball size. So that's that. Veronica says, thank you, no problem. No problem. But yeah, look at that. So Interstate 40, you guys are definitely getting pelted right now. Definitely getting hit here. Expires. Okay, so you have 16 more minutes to go until you're out of the warning here. Hail size 1.5 inches. So once again, ping pong ball size and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts out of it. Let me switch down here towards like Lawton. Ooh, interesting. Got a little bit of a cell popping off here right there between. Let's see. This is right off of 287. Yep, 287. Right there towards Goodlet. Nothing really, nothing too crazy on it right now. Just, let me see if that's a new development cell or not. I'm going to switch y'all back over here to this radar, because this one will, I always like using GR2 better. Oh, look at that. Might even have a small little hail core on that. So it could be producing a little bit of hail. Probably nothing too significant, though. I mean, definitely nothing severe. Probably under. I mean, definitely under quarter size, if anything. Gotcha. So, yep. Yeah, we're watching that guy. If it does continue to strengthen here, it'll cross over whatever. Oh yeah, like I said. Okay, yeah, it'll cross over 287. That's right. Trying to figure out what the name of that highway was. Let's see here. John says apparently the hail was the size of hen eggs. Interesting. Yeah, that's 2 inches in diameter. We did actually get those reports here earlier, and it's still available, actually. Look at this. So, yeah, out there towards, whenever the storm near El Reno right now crossed into, let's see, Okeechobee, I think that's how you pronounce. I think that's how you say that. With that region out there, we did get a spotter report here for 2-inch hail, which is hen egg size. Yeah, y'all definitely got it here. Y'all definitely got it here a little bit ago. Okay, so it looks like the core is now off of the interstate, which is good. So it looks like it's now heading more south into like rural territory. You know, interest in areas towards like Coger, which is basically southwest. I'd say probably 20. I wouldn't say 20. I'd say probably 15 miles or so southwest of El Reno. Probably should watch that. I'm actually going to measure that. So I said here towards Coger. Oh, you know what? They just actually extended the warning there. Hasn't popped up on this radar view, but it did pop up on my other program here. That's interesting. So, yeah, look at that. So they just now updated, put out a new warning there for, let's see. Yeah, ping pong ball size hail there in 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. So they basically continue the tradition here. Going right there towards Spring Creek. There you go, Coger, as I was talking about. It doesn't seem to be really too many populated areas out there. Could be wrong. But let's see. So those guys, okay, in the warning here until 7:45. Let's see, moving south at 20 miles an hour. Yeah, that's the thing. These storms are moving pretty slow, too, overall. So, let's see here. Hunter wants me to briefly look at 46208. Let's see, for Indianapolis. Yeah, really nothing going on there severe weather-wise. Like I said, we're kind of focusing right now, at least, on these storms. Once these storms and stuff like that die down a lot, and like I said, once that threat kind of diminishes, we're probably going to be live here for several hours tonight. But once that threat kind of diminishes, we'll dive more into the forecast for y'all. Because like I said, we got some stuff to talk about regardless. I mean, bit of severe weather possible later this week, late this week here, and obviously we have the threat here for this cyclone that's going to impact northwestern Australia. Like I said, we really don't do coverage out past the U.S., but in this case, there's like a Category 5 typhoon that's expected to hit portions of northwestern Australia. I'm actually going to briefly show you all this real quickly. Let me bring over to the radar system. We just have those two little warnings there. I'm going to go and bring you guys over to the models for a second because y'all have got to see this. So let's do the HWRF on, let's see, 18. Yeah, so this guy's pretty nuts. Pretty nasty system out there. It's been forecasted to get pretty aggressive. Oh, wow, that's taken a very sharp turn in the last few frames. Further away from Port Hedland, according to the HWRF. But look at that solid eye there. I mean, that's going to be causing some problems out there for sure. Yeah, so to my friends out there in Northwest Australia, I would highly consider watching that. I want to do something really quickly, and that's to take a look at the winds out of this here. I'm curious to see what the sustained winds out of this guy is now. Because yesterday it was showing like nearly 170 in some scans. Yeah, there you go. 130. So it does seem like it's faded out a little bit. Let's see, 131 knots. Knots to miles an hour, so 131 knots. That's about 140-something miles an hour, I believe. 131. Wow, no, 150. So that's just under Cat 5. But it is forecasted, actually. It is definitely forecasted to be, last I checked, a Cat 5. So it's going to be very impactful. Regardless, Cat 4, Cat 5, very destructive storm, in which you need to highly watch that if you live across those regions. So to my Australian friends out there, would definitely recommend watching it. Anyways, a little update here on the states. Like I said, we have a group of severe thunderstorm warnings here heading out of El Reno, Oklahoma right now. New severe thunderstorm warning just got issued for areas of like Coger and Spring Creek for ping pong ball size hail and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. You got to mix the two together because you got to think that some of these ping pong ball size hail could be moving at 60 miles an hour. Plus gravitational velocity could. I don't know what the exact gravitational velocity is for ping pong ball hail, but I know it's not moving slow. I'm sure that could cause some dents and cracks and glass and all that stuff. So it would be advised to be definitely indoors and away from windows, if I could tell you that. Little update here on Tulsa storms. Yeah, we got this kind of weak line forming here. It's been kind of popping off here for a little bit. I tell you what, though, like I said, we looked at the models, the future projection from the HRRR, which I can go ahead and show you guys back again. That quote-unquote line, or that line, the weak line that's forming or developing there, is expected to reach Tulsa and then just immediately die out here around like 11 p.m. Eastern. So this will be around 10 o'clock local. Yeah, I mean, you can see just before midnight Eastern, the storms just die out because of the lack of daylight heating on the surface kind of caps out the storms. So with that being said, I mean, storms are not going to last terribly long today. Not like a nighttime event. So that's good news. That's definitely some good news out there, I'll tell you what. All right, moving back over here. So once again, everybody, if you do live across areas here of like Wichita Falls, basically kind of like north central Texas, moving its way into southwestern, all the way up to northeastern Oklahoma. I mean, this does cut through a decent chunk of Oklahoma here. And into southeastern Kansas, you guys do have a severe weather threat for today. We have a level 2 out of 5 maximum, which is a slight risk. Like I said, I was not planning on going live on this until they pulled out the slight risk here. And I was like, okay, yeah, we got to cover this. Typically, I cover slight risk and higher. But, since there's just such large hail on these storms today, definitely required a bit of coverage here. It actually appears, that the hail is still possibly continuing on here with that cell southwest of El Reno. It looks like that hail core might just pass east here of Coger, although those regions should still definitely monitor this here. Yeah, it looks like it's just going to slip right past Coger here. Union City looks like you guys are getting dodged pretty good too. I bet y'all are still seeing some lightning though out of this, and seems like that rain might be lighting up a little bit on the latest radar scans. We did have the storm that was northwest of Oklahoma City. This guy right here. So there's Oklahoma City right there. This guy right here was severe warned a little bit ago. It is now no longer severe warned, obviously, because it has actually weakened a little bit, which is good news. But a little bit of purple still popping up. Maybe some very, very small hail. Nothing of any concern. But anyways. Yeah, then you got these guys, too. I'd watch this southern tail of the line. This could pick up at moments. Kind of seems like the south side of the line here is a little bit of picking up a little bit of strength here because the environment availability to its southeast is favorable for growth out of these storms here. Very, very interesting. So, once again, everybody, if y'all live here towards Spring Creek, Oklahoma, Coger, I think that's how you pronounce it. I would highly consider watching this. Like I said, they actually now have ping pong ball size hail and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. People and animals outdoors will be injured. Expect hail damage to roof, siding, and vehicle or trees. Yeah, so all of that stuff, like I said, if you guys possibly can, now I'm not saying this if you can't do so safely. If y'all are ahead of the storm here, for example, maybe near like Spring Creek, Coger, you're cutting it close, but if you guys could, I would recommend pulling in your cars to a carport or a garage, or something to help protect from hail, because like I said, the hail of this size could easily dent and smash your windows. So I would highly consider taking action if possible. Now, if you're in the middle of the storm and it's lightning and you're in the worst of it, just ride it out. Okay. Yeah, no use of putting your life at risk out there for a storm like this. So just do so if you can, if you're ahead of the storm. At the moment, areas here towards like Verdon, ahead of the cell, might be in the line of fire. Because like I said, the hail core is expected to ride just, from what I believe it's going to be cruising right here just east of Coger. And it's going to be tracking right here towards, like, Verdon. So it would be ideal if you could, you know, once again, put your cars in the carport or, you know, in the garage or something for now, at least. That way it'll help protect your vehicles. Because, yeah, we don't want any dent vehicles. But that's that. Let's go and switch over here back to north central Texas here. Yeah, we're watching this one little cell that was popping off. Ooh, I think that... Okay, never mind. I was going to say, I thought that was strengthening a bit, but it looks like it's on a downtrend. Which usually whenever the storms start to kind of fade out like this, that can obviously be whenever the worst of it is occurring. So if you don't know, if the storm looks like it's dying out on radar, it could be getting worse on the surface because everything, all the internals, like the big hail and stuff like that, you know, when the updraft, because you have this very strong current of winds, we call it an updraft, that shoots warm air up into the atmosphere, holds up some hailstones, strong enough to where it allows for these hailstones to loft, and whenever the storms weaken, that updraft dies out and the hail falls. So whenever it looks like the storm is dying, does not all the time mean that it's all fine and dandy. It could mean that, you know, all the hail that was in the storm could be dropping to the surface. But like I said, right now, though, out of that one storm, it's really not strong enough to be a concern. I mean, if it was big enough, they would put they would definitely put a severe thunderstorm warning on it or whatever. But it's not required. Yeah, it's definitely not required. Philip says, hey, or hi, what's up, Philip? Hope you're doing good. Glad to have you here, my friend. But yeah, no, we got this, like, quote-unquote little line driving all the way from here, like, northeastern Oklahoma. Oh, there you go. I told you. I told you guys they would got to watch that southern flank, and look what happened. They just issued a severe thunderstorm warning for it. Let's see. This is for quarter-size hail and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts there. So, my friends now, let's see, we're going to go off at airport, or KTLX is not airport radar. That's the better one we should go off of. Yeah, look at that. A lot of purple popping up there. So if you don't know what that is, on my color table here, that represents a bit of hail that's occurring, which is interesting. It looks like it's heading right there for Jones. Oh, yeah. No, that's definitely picked up in the latest few frames here. Interesting. So, yep. All right, so if you're there in Jones, which is basically northeast Oklahoma City, look out for some hail, possible quarter size. If you hear towards, let's see, Chalk? I don't even know how you pronounce that. Choctaw, however you pronounce that. I would definitely recommend bringing your vehicles indoors. Obviously, not inside. You know what I mean, in the garage. Yeah, I don't think you could fit your car in your kitchen, so I would not recommend that. No, bring it in your garage or, you know, a carport or something if possible, just to kind of avoid any hail damage. Yeah, so I'm just gonna park my car in my kitchen. That would not end out very well. But yeah, no, we'll definitely watch it. It definitely does seem to be on the. Definitely does seem to be producing a bit of hail out there. Let's see. Velocity. Yeah, nothing really going on out there. So, once again, this is warned here for 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. So, basically quarter-size hail, 1 inch in diameter. Matthew says, bring your vehicles indoors. Some reason didn't faze me. I hear ya. Yeah, compared to the stuff you were laughing at yesterday, Matt, I figured that one would knock you dead. Let's see. Yeah, all these regions. Oh, you know what? We have our live cameras out there still. We need to pull those up. Let's see. This is heading towards Jones. I don't know if we have any. Ooh, that might be a camera, is it? Oh, I know that's not a camera. All right, closest camera we have here. Holy cow! Yeah, no, this is the closest one we got to the storm, the one that just got severe warned here. I'll go ahead and show you all real quick. It's kind of difficult to see because it's mostly pointing at the ground, but look at those clouds, dude. That's pretty aggressive. Cyclone says, hey, sorry I'm late. No problem. What's up, Cyclone? Hope you're doing good, man. It was funny, but some reason didn't even catch me off guard. Well, there you go. What's up, Anna? Hope you're doing good. Yeah, no, those clouds are definitely... Is that a... Oh, no, my eyes are just playing tricks on me. I thought that was a little shelf cloud there for a moment. No, just a bunch of dark clouds out there. See the white clouds? Like the whiter contrast? That is... Yeah, that's whenever you know that things are about to turn sour. And like I said, on this one in particular cell here, like I said, they just put that severe thunderstorm warning out there for quarter-size hail, 1-inch hail, and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. So we'll watch it. Yeah, the thing's definitely growing. Let's see here. The week of Chicago area, very dry and fires Wednesday. Yeah, no, that's the way it was the other day for Oklahoma. Oklahoma definitely got hit pretty good by some fires, that's for sure. All right, let's do a little update on this guy. Program just switched radars on me. Let's see. So we have this guy, which is south of El Reno now. You can see El Reno, Oklahoma, south of it now. This guy is actually the worst of the two that we have so far. This one's for ping pong ball size hail and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts out there. So this one is one we should probably consider watching here pretty closely. Let's see. So the hail core there is... Let's see. It looks like it's passing... Okay, so it's passing west of Coger. The biggest hail is passing passing east of Coger here. It looks like it might be, if it continues... Okay, so here's the thing. If the storm continues to be producing what it's doing, it'll be on a direct track here towards, like, Verdon. Because that's a little bit... Because that's a little bit east of Coger's longitude. So the storm, the worst of it could track down south towards Verdon. So if you're there toward those regions, I'd watch it. You're not in a warning right now or anything, but that's if the storm continues to keep up what it's doing, then that's what I would recommend. Oh, look at that. Wow. Right there on Interstate 40, like we were saying. Look at that. So they actually did just put out I didn't even see this. We didn't mention this here, but they actually put out a hail. Someone reported ping pong ball size hail here. Twitter reported, let's see. Trend Weather Spotter put the image on Twitter. Time is radar estimated. So this was at 2351 UTC. It's now 0018 UTC. So it's now a new day in Universal Time. But, yeah. Interesting. So it's still definitely doing it. Still definitely producing quite a bit of hail from what it looks like. Speaking of Twitter, y'all, if there's anything that you want to send in to us on Twitter here, like I said, we have a Twitter in order to send reports. Like I said, if you guys are on the line of storms here, then like I said, definitely would. So if y'all want to, you guys can send that to our Twitter at NWW1162. You can see it right there in the bottom central portion of the stream. There you can see it. Like I said, that's if you guys can do it safely. That's all I ask. Anything for St. Louis? Right now, nothing for St. Louis. Yeah, St. Louis is not in the risk here. Once again, today's risk area is mostly, let's see, just across portions of Oklahoma, Kansas, and Texas. That's where the impact areas are for today. Not so much of Missouri. If I bring y'all back over here to the Storm Prediction Center, like I said, we have 2 levels of severity today. We weren't planning on going live here for severe weather today, but things just kind of turned sour last minute. So we have a slight risk introduced today, level 2 out of 5. So decent threat for severe weather. And like I said, we have the marginal, the level 1 out of 5 severe weather threat existing all the way from north central Texas there for like Wichita, going all the way up into southeastern Kansas here. Tornado probability is a very small, very itty-bitty little 2% risk out there. Once again, I don't think tornadoes will be a concern today. I mean, comparing to what's happening in the real time, don't think so. It's just, it can't be ruled out, essentially. That's what the National Weather Service does. So, cannot be completely ruled out, but it definitely looks like a very unlikely scenario. Damaging winds, 5% chance, and hail is the reason that we have a big ol' that big old slight risk out there today is because of the hail, possibly up to 2 inches in diameter. We've already seen it observed up to 2 inches in diameter. We've already seen larger than golf ball size hail today. So, yeah, that's kind of one of the main concerns out there that we got to be looking out for. Wow, look at that storm towards Jones. Holy cow, dude, that thing is picking up. Oh man, yeah. So if you're in Jones, Oklahoma, northeastern portions of Oklahoma City, I would definitely be indoors with this guy. Let's see, did they update that yet? Wow, they put it to golf ball size. Holy cow. All right. Yeah, that thing's definitely picking up some heat. I tell you what. Yeah, Jones, yeah, you guys are definitely in the line of fire here. Let's see, Nakoma Park, too. You guys aren't looking so high. I'd recommend if you're in Nakoma Park, because you're still kind of a few minutes before the storm hits. If you could, really quickly, if you live out there, I would highly recommend that you basically move in your vehicles, not indoors, but into your garage. Move into your garage or a carport or something. Like I said, obviously just to help protect it from, hail and stuff like that. Because like I said, radar is estimating some pretty nasty hail, and latest frames looks like this thing's growing pretty good. So, yeah, look at that. Definitely a strengthening storm there from what it appears. Wow. Yeah, here's the camera on that storm here. This is the closest camera we have to the storm, which is, like probably 10 miles away or so. But you can see how it really darkens back there. Look at that. I think that's the rain shaft. See how it's kind of a little bit lighter? That's where that might even be where the hail is too, actually. The more I look at it. That's interesting. Got some lower hanging clouds. I'm pretty sure that's scud clouds. Different colors. Matthew says open up your front door and drive your car in the house. Yeah, that wouldn't be good. Your car would just go right through your floor. that would not be the best. But yeah, no, like I said, if you're there towards Jones, I would watch this guy. Let's see if I can... Oh, I managed to put it in full screen mode. I didn't even know that was possible. But let me look for... So obviously we have that one there as we were looking at towards Jones, which Jones is... Let's see, where is Jones at? Where are you at, Jones? Well, anyways, regardless, our closest camera is this guy. Pointing north. Wow. Yeah, look at that. See how the right-hand side starts to really kind of pick up in cloud cover and it's pretty clear to the left-hand side? That's interesting. That's really interesting. All right, we're going to switch back to radar here. But, yeah, definitely keeping an eye on that one. We also can't forget about this guy here, too, south of El Reno. Just FYI. We got to sell here towards... Yeah, south of El Reno here for like Coger. Once again, you guys there towards like Coger, you all definitely dodged a bullet there from what it looks like. I mean, you're not in the heaviest of hail, that's for sure. Might be pulling out of that precipitation here pretty soon, so that's good news. Spring Creek, it looks like y'all are going to be dodging this too, from what I believe. Yep, you're good. If you're here towards Verdon though, if this storm does continue. If it does continue in the path it's doing right now and intensity and stuff, I would keep an eye on it. Same thing for Anadarko. I think so. Yeah, Anadarko. Okay, those regions I'd watch out too. It also looks like Gracemont might be in the clear of the big core from what it appears. Let's see. We're gonna. Yeah. Yeah. No. Oh no. It looks like it's going right towards Verdon. Let's see here. Dallas says, storms in Jones coming right at me. Lightning picked up. Dark clouds coming at me. Well, stay safe out there, my friend. Yeah, like I said, that's definitely a pretty interesting storm out there. There towards Jones. Would keep an eye on it. Definitely would. I mean, look at that. It looks almost like a horseshoe shape of a hail core out there. Did I say hair core? Hail core. Let's see here. But let's see. Dallas, if you want, like I said, remember, we have a Twitter page, too. If you want to submit a photo of the storm, if you can, and if you're safe doing it, like I said, it's only if you want to. I'm not saying you have to. Just throwing out the possibility, or just throwing out the word there. If you want to share it with the stream, so you can tag us on Twitter at NWW1162. Let's see here. Kitty says, just found your channel. Thanks for streaming. No problem. Anytime. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I know that these two guys. I think Oklahoma City really dodged it pretty well. Holy cow! Yeah, it looks like Oklahoma City, which is right there. These two storms here, between this guy towards like Piedmont and the one that's picking off there towards Jones. You guys in like central Oklahoma City, I think you're all just dodging most of it. It does look like a bit of rain on the west side though is popping off here, so that's totally doable. Definitely doable. Holy cow. Okay, so Kevin just sent us something on Twitter. Oh my goodness, dude. Kevin. Oh my gosh, dude. Wow, look at that shelf cloud. That is amazing. Look at that thing. Dude, that is beautiful. I just, there's just something about shelf clouds. It's just amazing. I mean, just take a moment to appreciate that. That is just, oh wow, that's gorgeous. That is beautiful. Well, thank you so much for submitting that. Yeah, that is absolutely beautiful out there. Let's see. Jazor says, hello, what's up? Hope you're doing good. Once again, thank you so much for reporting that. Like I said, yeah, it looks like Jones, you guys are probably getting hailed on here. A little update here on the radar. Oh, did they upgrade out to golf ball size? Part of me tells me that it was already golf ball size, but in case if I was wrong, it is now golf ball size hail. People outdoors or people and animals outdoors will be injured. Expect damage to roof siding, trees, or roof sidings, windows, and vehicles. For Oklahoma City, Midwest City, Del City, yeah, these regions out there. Considerable damage threat. Interesting. Palmy says, hi, Andrew, or hey, Andrew, what's up? Hope you're good. All right, little update here. On the cell here towards Union City. It's definitely maintaining its strength here. Definitely is maintaining its strength there. Let's see. So this is, yeah, once again, y'all towards like Spring Creek, y'all probably dealing with a bit of precipitation. It looks like a bit of a wall of heavy precipitation is driving through right now. I would definitely imagine it has some pretty gusty winds on it too. So I would watch out for that. Because you are in the warning there for 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts, I believe. Hold on. I believe so. Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah, wind gust-wise, you're actually under that criteria now. So it's just for ping-pong ball size hail. Not saying it won't get gusty down there, that's for sure. I mean, it probably could. Let's see. Yeah, east of Coger, it's where the worst of it. From where it is right now, it looks like it's mostly in rural areas, which is good. Which is now southwest of Union City, which is definitely interesting. Let's see here. So once again, yep, they're towards Jones. That cell is definitely popping off here in the last few frames. Jones, you see right there towards Chawtaw. I don't know how you pronounce that area. Y'all should keep an eye on this guy. Nakoma Park, y'all as well, because it looks like that hail core is actually growing more. Wow. Yeah, especially that latest frame. It seems like it's growing more horizontally. I mean, look at this. So you can see how it was in the beginning frames before it went severe warning, or the frame before it went severe warning. You see how it's kind of compacted, going right towards Jones, heading southbound, and in the latest frames, it's growing. You see that? How it's kind of like going out and just kind of like flattening out a bit. So that overall gives more coverage of hail. So that's not good. Not good. Because that just brings more hail for more people, essentially. Wow. Also a lot of lightning detections out there, too, within the last 5 minutes. You can see the lightning bolts out there near Nakoma Park. That's going right there at the radar, too. Yeah, that's going right at the Weather Service office. Man, yep, that's definitely on their track here. Let's see, this guy. What's going on with you? Yeah, no, that's just sub-severe stuff. That's nothing crazy. Let's see here. So once again, like I said, the severe storm probability goes all the way up into southeast Kansas, by the way. But right now, if we take a look in southeast Kansas, quick little radar view, nothing just but a bunch of nasty stuff here. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Enhanced WX just sent me something that is freaking hilarious. Oh my gosh. So y'all remember the comment I made a little bit ago talking about parking your cars in your kitchen? This man literally decided, and he found this. Dude. That is funny. This was during Hurricane Dorian. Oh my gosh. Meanwhile in South Carolina. What? Meanwhile in South Carolina, watch what happened to Jeep Grand Cherokee got caught in rolling waters. But meanwhile, Florida man. Oh my gosh, dude. That's pretty funny. That is some funny stuff. Well, thanks for sharing that. I definitely needed that little laugh there. That's awesome. That is awesome. All right, you know what we're going to do? I'm going to grab a little slice here of that Jones storm here. We're just going to grab a little... Oh my gosh, dude. Looks like a big old T. Wow. Yeah, once again, all that purple is like heavy rain and hail. That is crazy stuff. What is that? Is that a little outflow boundary? Oh, okay. Yeah, that little guy. I'm sure there's probably some gusty winds on that. Jake says, how did he get in? I have no idea. How did he get that car in there? That's what I want to know. Did he probably he probably took apart his house in order to do that and then just put everything back together. Okay, yep. That storm, it actually looks like it's getting worse. And it looks like it might be shifting here to Nakoma Park. Yep. So if you're in Nakoma Park right now, I would highly advise, parking your cars not inside your kitchen, but inside of your garage, or into or under a carport. If you can do so safely. I mean, obviously, if it's pouring rain and the hail's already started, would definitely just remain indoors and away from the windows. Because, like I said, this is large enough hail to completely bust out your windows. So, yeah. And once again, to my people on the road there, you might want to have the, like I said, the glass repairman on speed dial here because you might need it. Let's see. Can confirm winds on that storm. Yeah. Let's see. Did they actually? Okay. Ping pong ball size hail. Yeah. The winds are expected to be less than 60, which is good. Kind of max around 50 there. Let's see. In and out of this. Oh shoot! They just pulled another severe thunderstorm warning in the northern state, the upper state of Oklahoma. That's new. Oh wow! That literally just popped up there. And man, does that look like a hail core and a half too. Wow, dude. Let's see. Velocity on that. Yeah, nothing velocity-wise. Yeah, honestly, I don't even know. I mean, I see why they put that little 2% tornado risk there, but it's just such a marginal risk. I don't think tornadoes will happen today, honestly. Today's main source of action is just hail, from what it looks like. But yeah, no, that's definitely pretty interesting. So this is heading towards like Peckham, Blackwell. Oh, shoot. I think Sewing. There's a viewer that comes here often. Sewing, and they live in Blackwell. Yeah, this could be a problem for them. I mean, like I said, especially once you move into the white color table here, that's when things get really aggressive. What is that? Showing 70 dBz. So if you don't know what that is, that's just a very high echo return from radar. Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, that's a nasty cell. What do they warn it for? Ping pong ball size hail here. People and animals outdoor will be injured. Okay. Yeah, honestly, I would really not be surprised if that did go up in hail size. Let's see here. According to radar, let's see. max expected hail size. Here we go. That pink area is showing 2 inches. So it's estimating nearly 2 inches from radar, which is scanning about, let's see, how far is it scanning here? Scanning 45 miles away from the radar there. Yeah, no, that's probably causing some vehicle damage, I'm sure. Yeah, and with these guys, obviously there's gonna be a big potential for lightning too. Okay. Yeah, the storm that passed through El Reno a little bit ago. Oh wow, there's another report that just came through here a little bit ago. Let's see. This is from Twitter report with photo. Time is radar estimated, which was at 23:51 UTC. So there's actually now been reports of golf ball size hail in El Reno. That's pretty significant stuff. Definitely some pretty significant stuff out there. So y'all in these storms out here, I would highly recommend to watch these guys pretty closely. All right, let's take a look at basically north central Texas. Do a little update on this guy. I mean, it looks, wow, that looks in the latest frame a little bit more organized out there. So this is basically just west of Wichita Falls, here towards, heading near Paducah, I believe. This is heading southbound. So it's going to be passing between Paducah and Crawwell. But I tell you what, this thing is possibly bringing some hail on it now. Radar estimating near quarter size. So this, I would not be entirely surprised if this thing did eventually go warned here. So keep an eye on it, because it's kind of in its own little area. It has like its own environment nearby. Which, if we pull up the meso analysis here, let me go ahead and zoom into the regions nearby. Oh yeah, look at this. So basically, this is like current conditions here, and you can see we have this weak low pressure system right there between, like, very, very weak between Kansas and Oklahoma, and the winds are pulling up north here towards the surface. So that northerly motion, very, very weak winds reason they have a tornado risk out there is because of that. You can see that little 2% region out there between, just that little boundary they say could fire off a tornado. I don't think so. But anyways, out of that one cell that's there, you can see that little, very, very itty bitty little color there. It's hard to see, but that area right there, kind of right there on the edge of the heavy instability, or the instability there for severe weather, which is just the energy for thunderstorms. Let's see. Okay, 1.5. So what it looks like. All right, here's the thing, guys. It looks like that this event is evolving actually into obviously a hail concern mostly, but all of the current severe thunderstorm warnings that we have at the moment are under 60 miles an hour. Like I said, this guy just got updated here. It looks like Dutton, I think that's how you pronounce that. This big old pink thing that you see there, that is the hail core. That's probably where you are seeing some hail. They have it now at $half size, so now lower than ping pong ball. Heading there towards Verdon. So it expires in 37 minutes for 1.25-inch hail and less than 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts, which is good. I got the storm here on eastern Oklahoma City here for actually 1.5-inch, which that is there at, I believe it's ping pong ball. Yes, yeah, ping pong ball size hail there. And less than 60 as well on you. Ponca City, once again up there in the north. That's a newly issued severe thunderstorm warning there that just popped up here not too long ago. To my friends out there towards like Ponca City. Now, Ponca City specifically is not in the region, is not in the warning, but to the west of you, it is. Like Blackwell, once again, we have a viewer that frequently comes here, who's in Blackwell. So I hope that they're aware of the situation here. Oh my gosh. Jacob said even the dog had the reaction. Oh my gosh, are you serious? That is crazy. The same Florida man. Same Florida man there. The dogs are like, what the heck is going on? We better get a treat after this. So it looks like he just, okay, I don't know, you guys cannot see the full image here. which I'll try to fix that for you. This is not working very well. Here, let me do this. I'm gonna pull some awesome engineering here. Okay, let's see. We're gonna. Okay, here we go. It literally looks like they opened the doors to their. I think this is like a dining room. It looks like they opened the doors to their dining room and just slid their car in. Only in Florida, I swear. Like that is just. Oh man. Let's see here. Dallas has tons of lightning. Oh, I bet you. Yeah, these storms are definitely going to be lightning driven because, like I said, the amount of friction. Here's the thing. So how lightning forms is basically you got the friction between the hailstones, right? So and the raindrops that rub against each other causes static electricity, causes the friction to build up. And obviously it has to neutralize and it has to release that energy, so it zaps the ground and neutralizes. Because zapping the ground, it grounds itself, and which it neutralizes the charge. But yeah, no, that is definitely a big concern of these guys. Looks like Dilworth right there on the edge. Doesn't that look like a? That looks like a skull with the horns and stuff. That's interesting. But yeah, they're towards Dilworth. You guys are right on the edge of it. This is heading right here towards Grainville and Blackwell. Once again, Blackwell is a pretty populated area from what it looks like. Big old, decent-sized road network out there. So yeah, pretty big populated area, I'm sure. Like I said, we do have viewers out there. So you guys are in line for ping pong ball size hail and, like I said, basically less than 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts out there. 18 minutes to go on this guy towards Choctaw. It looks like it's going right there towards Nakoma Park. It looks like you guys might be getting hit here pretty good. Okay, I gotta fix my Twitter after like zooming in really far. But yeah, no, you guys definitely look like you all are getting hailed out there for a little bit. They followed my instructions. Open the door, just driving. Dude, I'm surprised. I mean, I don't know how much those things weigh. Probably not much at all. But I'm surprised that the floor that just doesn't cave in with that weight. I mean, it's not like a full size car. It's a itty bitty. So basically these smart cars that we were looking at there, those are like glorified golf carts essentially. So they weigh nearly nothing. So from what I know. All right. Whoa. You know what, y'all? Once again on this cell here, this guy is kicking up in motion, it looks like. It's definitely, yeah, this one here basically west of Wichita Falls, which is obviously like 3 counties west of Wichita Falls there, is kicking up here. So right now, south of Lazaire. I think that's how you pronounce it. Yeah, south of Lazaire. This is tracking. The cell is moving southbound. Heading southbound here, which I believe it is crossing over. Let's see. What is this? Highway or... Okay, crossing over Highway 70. So y'all on 70 there, west of Crawwell, east of Paducah. Yeah, look out for some hail because I'm sure this thing is producing some. Probably nothing near severe right now, but it's definitely looking like it's got a little bit of a core on it. So we'll definitely keep that in our looks here. Okay. Yep. So we have our. Did they just issue this? Oh wow! They just put out a new warning for let's see, Anadarko and Verdon. $50 size hail moving south at 20. So yeah, these storms are moving pretty quick. So whatever's happening out of these guys, regarding the hail size, however large the hail is, it's going to be sitting over one area for quite a while because, like I said, storm motion's moving very, very slow southbound. So I mean, it's just creeping its way south. which is interesting. Let's go and take a look here back at this guy. Yeah, like I said, there's also a storm east of eastern Oklahoma City here. Oh my goodness, dude, that's gotten bad. Look at that. It's like a big S. Yeah, that's a big old hail core there. Yeah, anytime you see blue on my radar table here, that's whenever things get a little nasty. Let's go ahead and just grab a slice out of this guy. Wow. Yeah, no, that's pretty crazy. Kind of see like the cutout there. It's interesting. So all that warm air is just getting thrown up, and it just sinks back down. So y'all are probably dealing with some ice out there, some hail. And like I said, if y'all there towards like Nakoma Park, I think you guys are about to get hit here pretty good from what it looks like. What the heck did they put out there? Put a mesoscale discussion south of Kansas City for heavy rainfall. Interesting. Yeah, but this guy, yeah, this is something we need to watch out there towards Nakoma Park. Midwest City is also in line with this one here. Is that a new cell? What's going on with you? This is north of Yukon. Or Yukon. I think it's Yukon, pretty sure. Right now, it's not anything crazy. Honestly, it might even be weakening a bit, which is good news. Yeah, you go back a few frames, so there's more purple than there is now. Could be a sign of early weakening. We'll see. Okay, they just canceled that severe thunderstorm warning, y'all, for Coger and Spring Creek. Well, never mind. Spring Creek is right on the edge of it still, but Spring Creek, not expected to get really anything more out of this here, maybe than just a few close lightning strikes. So still remain indoors here, but thing is, though, is the precipitation is out of Spring Creek, so that's good news. You kind of see you're in this little notch, kind of U-shaped notch. Yeah, all the precipitation's in these colors here, and Spring Creek's right there. So we're good. We're good out there. However, areas like Verdon, I would really consider watching this because this is tracking right there towards you. Eventually heading towards like Cement here. Y'all are not in the warning, but I would watch this because you never know if it does get extended and if it does continue to produce what it's doing out there. So I would not be surprised if eventually a warning would become necessary for those areas if it does continue to pick up there. Wow, that hail core has changed a lot in the latest frame. Look at that. It goes from like a really nasty blue S to a kind of just a ball here. But that's not good because that could mean that there's more hail falling and hitting the surface. It looks like Nakoma Park, you guys are getting blasted here right now. So if y'all live out there towards those regions, I would highly consider watching that closely. Highly, highly. Oh my gosh, the amount. What the heck, Matthew? Dude, I am just getting, okay. What the heck? Oh my gosh. Dude, these images are so cursed. Why? Why do people do this? This is not a home for cars. Oh my gosh, that's what we call a garage. Not your literal home inside. Yeah, let me just make myself a home here inside your living room. Man, I worry about people. I'm sorry, but why do people do that? Why do people do that? Let's do a little update on this guy. Well, thanks for sharing, Matthew. Sometimes I question humanity pretty greatly. Man. All right, so yeah, this guy is for ping pong ball size hail here. Let's see. Okay, yep, maximum hail size 1.5 inches. So yeah, ping pong ball size. It's going right there towards Blackwell. Once again, we have had some viewers in the past from Blackwell, so hopefully they're taking the actions. It's not the winds out of it. Like I said, winds are expected to be less than 60, so it's not really severe for winds and stuff like that, but hail is the concern. Like I said, it's really turned because when we first started the stream here, it was mostly, obviously mostly hail, but it turned into like damaging wind concerns as well. Now it seems like it's just being the concern for, just being the concern there for hail, which makes sense here. I mean, But yeah, so my friends out there, once again, towards Oklahoma City, we're watching the cell here towards Nakoma Park. It appears, let's see, it appears it might just be passing, I don't know. Don't have too many radar frames. I'll tell you what we're going to do, actually. We're going to switch over to this program here. Here we go. So like I said, Midwest City is included with this warning here. Okay, so it actually looks like it might just pass east of Midwest City if it continues that. If it does not, that's saying if it does not grow anymore to the left. But yeah, like I said, Nakoma Park, y'all are getting hit. Let's see, Dungy Park, Green Pastures, yeah. Yeah, probably feeling the rafts of some pretty large hail right now, up to ping pong ball size. Okay, so yep, we have this guy here south of Dutton. It looks like you guys are pulling out of this, but areas here heading towards like Verdon, which is southwest of Oklahoma City. This was that cell that hit El Reno a little bit ago, but this guy is going right towards let's see, Verdon for the possibility there of $50 size hail. So that's that. Yeah, this is I believe these are the biggest ones we have. Yeah, both of these guys are for ping pong ball size hail. Ponca City, looks like you guys might be dodging a bullet out there. Tell you what, I mean, seriously. I mean, like I said, it looks like it's just going right there. It looks like it's just going to pass to your west, which is good news. That's good news. Yeah, let's go and take a look here towards Tulsa. So, if you guys are wondering what's happening here towards Tulsa, you guys are in the marginal risk, which is at level 1 out of level 1 out of 5 severe threat. But I will tell you what, the good news is about that is if we take a look here back over at the future radar presented by the HRRR model here, it really shows things, fading a bit. I'm going to go ahead and go to the latest model here. But the good news is it appears that things are going to weaken by the time they reach Tulsa. So if you take a look at it, storms are going to continue off here, moving through. I know you guys can't really see the time there, but showing around 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern, so it should be 9 o'clock Central, and it just really kind of falls apart after 9 Central. So within the hour, according to the models, according to HRRR here, the storms should start collapsing, which is good. And then at that point, we'll go ahead and, after that point, then we'll go ahead and, start doing the forecast and personal forecast, stuff like that. So, but meanwhile, we still have a group of nasty old storms that's popping off here. So once again, we are watching northern Oklahoma. To my friends out here, like Brahman, you guys, oh wow, holy cow, dude, that latest frame over Brahman just really got amplified. Look, it goes from purple to like blue. That is pretty nasty. So yeah, you guys are probably experiencing a bit of hail, I'm sure. Blackwell, probably getting ready to move into some of that precipitation right now. It looks like the latest frame that just updated here. As of 2 minutes ago, it probably is rolling through right now. Let's see, Tonkawa, yeah, you guys are in the direct line of fire here. Let's see, yep, Nakoma Park, kind of like, the hail core kind of seems to be horseshoeing around you from what it looks like, the possible hail core, I should say. It looks like it's kind of horseshoeing around you, so it might just be heavy rain out there, according to radar here, but would not be surprised if there was still some hail mixed in. Once again, y'all there towards Midwest City, I think y'all might be dodging a bullet here out of this one, which is some good news, but it's going right there towards the radar, though, I tell you what. That is tracking right there. That little donut hole you see right there, that's the radar. And it's going right there at it. So yeah, that guy's warned here for ping pong ball size hail here, and that's about it. That's about it. And then of course we have this guy, let's see, Verdon. Yeah, you guys, y'all probably are about to get some nasty conditions out of this. I would not be surprised if we did get some hail out of this guy. Definitely would not be surprised. All right, let's see. Oh, they just updated the risk area. Oh, that's interesting. All right, I'll tell you what we're going to do, y'all. We're going to switch over here back to the Storm Prediction Center because they just now issued or they just updated the risk here. Yeah, they usually update the overall outlook around 9 o'clock. So they kept a slight risk there. but they removed it from areas in like, you know, kind of like northeastern Oklahoma. They got rid of the tornado probability, so that's good news. So, like I said, I really did not see tornadoes being a concern today. It's just low. Yep, just 15% chance for hail. So you guys out there towards like Lawton, y'all are still in the decent risk out there. You can see Lawton, Norman, Oklahoma, Moore, Duncan. Y'all still could see a bit of hail out there. Let's see what's going on here towards Norman. Honestly, it looks like, I mean, in the current radar view, it looks like Norman might be passing between some storms here in a little bit. Yeah, this cell here towards like Yukon looks like it's actually fading out a bit. It's shrinking, that's for sure. And of course, we have this cell here towards Midwest City region, going there towards Nakoma Park. Kind of heading out here of green pastures now, which is good. There was a 2% chance, but they didn't happen. Yeah, I didn't think they would. The reason they did put that 2% risk out there, I think, yeah, this is what Quentin was talking about here earlier, is the fact here that we have a weak low pressure system here. Let's go ahead and show you all real quickly. Just going to bring you all over here to the current weather conditions and the meso-analysis. You can see this little circle here. That's a little weak area of low pressure, which they spin counterclockwise. And we have a weak amount of winds that are pulling up north. Not really strong at all. Here towards the ground, they're kind of pushing north. Got a little bit of cooler air pushing this way. Pretty overall weak system in general. But that slight northerly motion could have popped off a few tornadoes, but I really didn't think it would. Honestly, I wouldn't. If I was a storm prediction, I'd really be hesitant on actually putting that 2% out there. I mean, it did not seem likely, and it actually did not perform either. I mean, because like I said, they just removed that tornado probability here with the last update just a few moments ago, and yeah. Should we just leave the title? Yeah, no, we're just gonna leave the title here. You know, no, I really don't change titles midway through. Also, it looks like this one, the hail core might be collapsing on this cell here. Heading there towards Verdon. Here, let me switch y'all over to this radar here. This one's a little bit better at reading. Oh, yeah. Now, look at that. So we go way back here. You can see how there's a lot of blue popping up, and then it kind of seems to be... yeah, that blue has disappeared completely now. Could be a good thing in downscaling the storm here, so that it could be fading out a bit. Also, wait, we're gonna turn off this tracker thing for a second. So yeah, this is going there right towards Verdon. I still don't think it'd be impossible for y'all to see any hail, which is interesting. Let's see, but this guy out there though. You know, east of Midwest City here. Probably still got a bit of hail on it too. I mean, you can actually see there a little bit of blue. Obviously, the purple is probably representing a little bit of hail out there. But this is, yeah, I think this thing is dying out from the severe spectrum. Not necessarily the whole storm is dying out, but I do think that hail threat is kind of fading a little bit out of this guy. So a little update on this one near Blackwell. Like I said, we have a severe thunderstorm warning here up north in areas of near Blackwell, which you guys are probably starting to see a bit of heavy rainfall, and eventually that is expected to get even heavier than what it's doing right now. Yeah, this was just updated here a little bit ago. So Blackwell is now being introduced into this heavy precipitation, but give it probably like 10 minutes, and it's gonna get worse again. It's gonna increase in intensity, and even mixing in a bit of hail could not be ruled out. So I would keep an eye out there for that. Let's try this guy. Yeah, once again we had a little pop-up cell, still cruising around. I mean, it's still doing all right, I guess. Still sub-severe, but I mean, it's still cranking. It's mostly out there in rural areas, which is good news here. So this guy really not a concern, honestly. I will mention, though, we do have a flash flood warning in effect for Kansas here. Let's briefly look at that real quickly. Here towards Ottawa. So, little flash flood warning. Let's see here. Doppler radar indicated thunderstorms producing heavy rain across Warren area. Between 2 and 3.5 inches of rain has fallen. Wow. Expected rainfall rates of 1.5 to 2.5 inches in 1 hour. So that, yeah, that is it's definitely. It looks like that rain though is moving out though. But like I said, you know, due to the slow storm motion out of these guys, I mean, like I said, these guys are only moving like south at 20 miles an hour, which is very, very slow. But knowing the storm motion out there, I mean, it's just, yeah, no, these storms are barely moving at all, honestly. Tornadoes are a concern in my part of my country in New Zealand. Does New Zealand get a lot of tornadoes? I really don't honestly pay attention down there, you know, because I'm mostly up here forecasting for the States, but I never really thought about that. I mean, y'all down there in New Zealand. Interesting. Speaking of areas near New Zealand, we were watching Australia, actually, if y'all don't know what's going on here, we're going to do some special coverage here on, I believe, the 12th. So the day after tomorrow, we're going to be doing some coverage here on a typhoon or a cyclone. They call it cyclones. It's the same thing as a hurricane, but that is something we need to watch out there for. So we'll be on the lookout. We'll definitely keep y'all updated with that. I think they just removed that warning there, y'all. All right, so let me go and switch you guys back over to this view. So the one storm that we were watching here east of Oklahoma City, or in eastern Oklahoma City, they just now got rid of that warning there. So the people there towards like Nakoma Park, yeah, y'all are probably good. Now, I would not be surprised if y'all, you know, were still seeing a little bit of hail out of this. I would definitely not be surprised about it, but I mean, it's under severe limits at this point, under quarter-size hail, probably at max, I'd say penny-size hail, but overall, you know, that's good news. And that leads us to 2 active severe thunderstorm warnings here. We're going to do a little update here on the one towards Blackwell. Yeah, like I said, Blackwell, y'all are definitely getting, probably getting some pretty moderate to heavy rainfall at the moment, but like I said, it is going to get a little bit worse there, because right here towards Brahman, it is picking up a bit. Let's see. Yeah, ping pong ball size hail. That's really the only concern out of this guy here. Keep an eye on it. And of course, we have this one here southwest of Oklahoma City. This is going right here towards like Verdon. And like I said, the purple is kind of representing that heavier rainfall, and even the possibility of a little bit of hail being mixed in with it. But honestly, in the latest few frames, I think this warning's probably going to get canceled prematurely as well. I mean, this is in effect here until 9:15 Eastern, which is in, you know, a little bit over 10 minutes, 12 minutes actually. And honestly, it looks like it's fading out a bit. So that we might be seeing these storms collapsing quite a bit, which is good news. Blackwell's storm there is still probably got a bit of hail in it though, which that's why it's still currently warned. I want to move you guys over to this radar program here. Yeah, like I said, they don't even really have Blackwell inside the risk area anymore. So this guy expires in 11 minutes for less than 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. So, I mean, it can still get pretty gusty out there, but probably not going to be anything damaging regarding hail. Or, sorry, regarding winds. But hail, on the other hand, like I said, that's possibly where it's going to get a little bit rough. Because, like I said, we are still seeing a possibility of ping-pong ball-size hail. Once again, this is kind of heading there towards... Ooh, that hail core seems to be moving southwest. Yeah, look at that. So it actually seems like it's moving a bit more southwest here. See how it's kind of covering more into the outside warning area. Interesting. So we'll see. Hurricane season will be below average. No, I'm not gonna say it will be below average, but it'll probably be around average, because we are gonna be in a neutral condition out there. Neither La Nina or El Nino. Usually, La Nina brings to very active hurricane season. El Nino brings below active, and we're going to be right in the middle, so kind of average-ish. Depends on other factors, too, but... Yeah, but the storm's now moving out of Brahman, so that's good. Probably the last storm you're going to deal with for the night. But like I said, Blackwell... Yeah, y'all are probably going to get hit by this stuff. Definitely probably going to get ready to get hit by probably some heavy rainfall and also mixing in the possibility of some hail out of this too. Oh, is that new? Look at that. Just got a new hail report coming through here towards Nakoma Park, reporting quarter-size hail. Emergency manager reported this here in Oklahoma County, Oklahoma. Let's see. This was reported at 50 UTC, which is now 105 UTC. So this was about 15 minutes ago. This was reported. So really not long ago. And this is tracking its way southbound. Once again, this is kind of... it's going to be impacting the radar site, but probably not too bad. I mean, it does look like that cell is starting to break up a bit, as you can see. I mean, going from a bit of blues popping up there, kind of heavier precipitation and some hail, to kind of fading down a bit. I mean, it's not even warned, honestly, at this point anymore. So that's just a strong storm, not a severe storm, which is good news. However, look at that though. This one here towards Blackwell, it might even be picking up a little bit. Yeah, that little blue ball you see in the latest scan there. That's that's probably some hail out of that. Let's do a radar estimate. Radar max expected hail size up to 1.62 inches, which is, yep, right around ping pong ball size hail, and that's what they currently have it warned for. 1.78, so it's going up a little bit. Yeah, it does appear that the radar estimates regarding this storm here, it does appear to be going up, so it might even be in a strengthening trend here a little bit. That's interesting. If it continues, it might even go towards like let's see, Narden. Yeah, it looks like you guys are already starting to deal with a little bit of rainfall, probably some moderate rainfall at the moment, but that could pick up. So I would watch it. I'd keep it on it, y'all. Interesting stuff. Let's see here. Oh my gosh. Matthew. Oh my gosh. A little bit of an inside joke to today's stream. Today's inside joke is parking cars in places they shouldn't be. And oh my gosh, Matthew. Really, dude? This dude's literally having a date with his car. What the heck, Matthew? He said the red one at Waffle House failed miserably. Oh, gosh. Oh, my gosh. What the heck? He has 2 cars! 2 cars in his house. Oh, my. Someone parked a little too far. And, I bet you that Waffle House is still open, even though somebody rammed into the side of the building. It's Waffle House. Looks like the A fell off. Anyways, enough off topic now. What the heck, Matthew? Well, thanks for sharing with the class. Oh, yeah. No, look at that, y'all. A little bit of a smiley face coming out of this storm here. The storm seems to be happy that it's dying. But, yeah, no, it is definitely kind of fading out here a bit. As you can see in the latest frames, I mean, it goes from a kind of a hail beast, you can see there in the pinks and purples. And like I said, it really just kind of fades out a bit. Now it's a happy storm. But yeah, like I said, this thing's about to expire here in 6 minutes, so that's good news. Let's see. I think it's helpful to see what's going on. I can't tell where it's going. You move so fast, I can't tell. Just tell me. Oh, look at that! They just issued another warning there up in northern Oklahoma, here towards Ponca City, west of Ponca City here. Look at that, 1.5. 51 minutes to go. Yeah, it looks like that core has been growing a bit. Let's see. We're gonna go ahead and Wow, yeah, over the last few frames, that has really picked up in strength, it looks like. See, probably still open despite the hurricane. What? Probably still open despite the hurricane and the car crashing into it. Oh, yeah. Did y'all hear about the Waffle House Index? Let's see here. This gives a whole new meaning to taking it to the house. Yeah, pretty much. Here we go again. I thought Storm was quitting for a week now. Now we have Storms coming again. Yeah, you know, like I said, it's just a little quiet period. You know, we're just in a little quiet period, and it looks like things are starting to pop back up. And we got to watch out for the end of this week too. Like I said, there is a little bit of severe weather in the forecast there, so we'll need to keep an eye on it. Oh yeah, speaking of y'all, if y'all did not know, there is a severe thunderstorm watch in effect here. I haven't mentioned this in quite a few minutes, so. But yeah, areas here towards Oklahoma City is inside of the watch here. Let's see. Yep, severe thunderstorm watch number 132. Maximum hail size up to, maximum wind gust up to 70. Max hail size up to 2 inches in diameter. Let's see. Kevin says the happy face dying storm will make a good T-shirt for my channel. What the? On this one, it's. Oh my gosh! On this radar, it looks crazy. Just 3 dots. Yeah, let's move back to the Oklahoma City. If you don't know what they're talking about, this. Oh, it doesn't look like a smiley face. It looks like a crying smiley face now. Holy cow! But yeah, no. Back on this one cell. If I was to move back over here. Let's see. Yeah, look at that guy. Yeah, you can really see. You think I should sell merch like this? Just having a big smiley face? Let's see. David says, now we have a tropical storm out there in the Gulf of Mexico. So it's not a tropical cyclone. It's what we call a subtropical cyclone. I hate to be that dude, but it's not a tropical storm or a tropical cyclone. I don't even think that and National Hurricane Center picked up on it. They didn't. It's a... It has similarities to a tropical cyclone, but it's really not one. Here, I'll go ahead and show you all real quickly. I don't even know if the... Oh, that's interesting. Here, let me go ahead and show you all this real quickly. So here's the models talking about it. The NAM. Yeah, it kind of shows that bit of circulation popping up in the latest frame. Right there. Yeah, the thing about these guys is it might even produce a small tornado threat. You know, typically what these... we call these cyclones that roll inland. On the right-hand side, that's where all the conditions are favorable for tornadic activity. So cyclone-induced tornadoes, what we call it, could be a possibility. I tell you what, NAM is still absolutely nuts. NAM, this model has been going absolutely crazy over the last little bit. I have no idea what's up with this model here, but yeah, I think the GFS has really kind of downtrended this thing a lot. Yeah, it's not expected to get as crazy as it was. So that's good news. That's definitely some good news out there. But like I said, it's not a tropical cyclone because the oceanic surface temperatures have to be 26 degrees Celsius or higher for tropical development, and in this case, it is not. It's 25 there towards that development zone. Just to let you know. All right, so this one warning is about to expire here, and Verdon and portions here. Yeah, like let's see, Dutton. We have Spring Creek included. Yeah, that's about to be expired here in a moment. So almost completely gone here. But like I said, they just recently issued a severe thunderstorm warning here for this guy towards Deer Creek in northern Oklahoma, as well as Lamont. Wow, dude, that has gotten nuts. Dude, this storm just keeps on growing. I tell you what, this thing's been like cranking in the last few frames. I mean, seriously. Yeah, they're actually getting ready to get rid of this warning too on the right-hand side here. This little polygon for Peckham. Get rid of it. Brahman. I mean, Brahman's pretty much done with the storm, precipitation-wise. I mean, probably still going to get a few close lightning strikes as the storm trails away, but, you know, that's that. But, like I said, if you're there towards Narden, holy cow, dude, y'all are probably about to get slammed pretty good. I wonder if we have any cameras up there. I think we do. Brahman, we have one. Oh, my golly. Well, it's kind of bad. It's not really a good camera, honestly. I was expecting a lot better. Well, was that lightning flash? Interesting. Lucky's says, Andrew, what's up, man? What's up, dude? Hope you're doing good. Yeah. Man, I just wish this camera coverage was a little better than what it is. Got a camera location sensor. Outdated. Man. Not too impressed with... oh, wrong screen. Not too impressed with... camera coverage out there. Oh, God. I got a notification saying that Matthew sent me a tweet. Anytime Matthew sends us something, this has got to be good. Here's actually a report coming. Oh, my gosh. Here's a report coming from Jacob that's actually on topic here, which I'll go ahead and show y'all real quickly. Yeah, look at that. Kind of a... This is Oklahoma, so it just looks like some heavy rain. And, of course, you got Matthew. Oh, my gosh, dude. I'm sure that just ran straight into the kitchen, and I'm sure they're still open. Probably frying some eggs on the hood of that truck. Oh, my gosh. Matthew, what the heck, dude? Oh, my gosh. Dude, this hail core, I tell you what, just keeps on getting bigger. I mean... Especially that frame. Like, holy cow. Dude, look at that. I'm going to volumetric scan that sucker. We're going to fly into the storm there. Yeah, that black you see, that's like really heavy stuff. Yeah, the storm's about 30,000 feet up or so. But yeah, no, they just got rid of that warning there for Peckham, y'all. And Brahman, so that's good news. Like I said, if y'all are there towards Narden, y'all are about to get cored. I tell you what, about to get quite a bit of hail. That is crazy. Oh, I didn't even catch this one. Matt sent this one too. Oh my god! Somebody has their plane parked on their driveway. Matthew, why do you keep on sending cursed images? Dude, what the heck? Yeah, I think Matthew needs a bit of help. Oh, look at that. They got rid of that one warning there, too, towards Verdon. Well, that's good news. It looks like these storms are collapsing a bit, except for this guy. This one's just continuing to go crazy. Ronald says, hello, NWA. What's up? Hope you're doing good. Seems like something like that would happen in Florida. I bet you that was Florida. Florida's just an odd place. Let's see, correlation coefficient. Yeah, a little bit of a drop there. You can see the different colors because of the big old hail that's in the storm here. Radar is only estimating 1 inch though in diameter, which is just right at severe level. But they have the warning there for ping pong ball size hail. Yeah, it looks like the area of Blackwell kind of dodged that bullet there. Kind of dodged that bullet there with the heavy hail. But like I said, Narden, I think you all are a little bit more unlucky. Also, Deer Creek. Yeah, it looks like this storm kind of shifted, moving to the southwest. Look at all these waves here. That's interesting. Ronald says, I want to go to Florida. Yeah, I was just in Florida a couple months back. Came back from Florida in late January. I was down there for a while. Gosh. I get a tweet saying, Matt says, want to talk about curse open umbrella and door. What are you talking about, dude? What the heck? Okay, the umbrella one's really not that cursed. Here, I'm going to go ahead and show you all a little bit off topic, but here. Okay, that's not that cursed, Matthew. It just looks like a cool, sad, rainy day. something you'd see on Dr. Seuss. But whenever it comes to the next one, this one's more cursed. Why? Why, how, and when, and where? Dear God, Matthew. I worry about you, man. I do. By the way, we typically don't do all this whenever there's like a big severe weather event. This is only just one warning. We can kind of branch off every once in a while. Yeah, like I said, Nard y'all are in line. Deer Creek too. Dude, I really question that, Matthew. I don't know why. Okay, yeah, here pretty soon. Here pretty soon, Narden will be getting hit here pretty good. So, if not already, I'm sure you guys might be getting some big old chunks of hail now. Oh wow. Yeah, so it looks like that hail core, as you can see between this frame and this frame, how it's kind of like the echoes of the radar have kind of went down a bit. That's honestly, like I said, the most dangerous part of the storm is whenever it starts weakening, because all of the hail, all of the ice that's in the storm, once the storm starts weakening, the updraft kind of gets cut, and then everything falls. Am I near Lexington? I'm here in North Louisville, which Lexington is southeast of me. Like I said, I'm right in here. This is my region, and then of course Lexington's east of me. Not terribly far. I'd say probably about an hour and a half or so. But yeah, no, this is really the only storm I'm kind of concerned about here right now. Let's see here. Travis says, howdy y'all? I'm late. Ain't been feeling good. Sorry to hear that, Travis. Hope you feel better soon, man. Glad to have you, though. Hope all is well, other than you not feeling good. Will Minnesota get storms tonight? No. No. Minnesota is not expected to see anything. Yeah, like I said, this is mostly for areas in, like, Oklahoma, north central Texas, and some areas in eastern Kansas. But, like I said, Kansas threats really, really died out a bit. Let's take a look here towards Topeka. Topeka radar out there, really not much. We got a bit of heavy rain out there, though, on the southeastern side, kind of east central Kansas, towards, like, Lola, West Phila, Colony, Yates Center. Yeah, those regions there. Look at that. Got a report coming through, y'all. 1.25-inch hail. So that is half-dollar size hail being reported. Let's see. Half-inch. Or sorry, not half-inch. Half-dollar size hail. Yeah, I'm sure Narden's definitely getting it right now. Deer Creek. I don't know. I think Deer Creek might be dodging this very closely. I mean, you see how the precipitation core is going right kind of south, ever so slightly southwest. So I think it's going to just scrape right past Deer Creek. I'm sure you're probably not going to leave the storm without any precipitation, because this little tail could bring some moderate heavy rainfall out there. Let's see. Well, okay, we already did that. Well, Minnesota. Yeah, no, Minnesota will not see anything. Let's see here. I was going to go to Louisville, but we changed the trip. Not going to Louisville after the news. Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, I try to keep away from the news, but unfortunately there were some things that went down today in Louisville. Very sad. Yeah, I just try to keep away from the news as much as possible. I mean, they make the world a lot worse of a place than it actually is. I mean, they highlight the bad, and that's it. So I just try to keep away from it. Trying to keep at ease, Yeah, no, all the storms down here in like south central Oklahoma looking a lot better. They're not as crazy looking. Although there is a pretty strong storm here towards like Davenport. Could be producing some like pea-size hail, I'd say, possibly. Very, very small stuff, if anything, but mostly just heavy rain out of it. Matthew says, "Okay, gonna go get what, Matthew? Okay, gonna go do a few things. May come back." Just sent another tweet. Dude, I literally died reading that sentence. Okay. And let's see, what's all this about? Oh, well, this is, oh my gosh, dude. What the heck, Matthew? Why? How? This is just kind of turned into the channel's meme of the day. It's just cars in random places. Like, I want to know how the heck this Mustang got on the roof. And then you got this dude. Like, he's just staring. Hold on a minute. What the heck? I wish I could zoom that in. He's just, like, nothing to see here. Nothing going on there. Oh my gosh, what is wrong with people? Why? Why would you put your car? Mustang was definitely in Texas, yeah. Possibly. But like I said, y'all, we did just recently get a hail report not too long ago, northwest of Blackwell. This was at, let's see, yeah, 110 UTC, which right now it's 126 UTC. You can see in the bottom right-hand corner, by the way. That's Universal, and the top left is Eastern time. But yeah, this was reported about 15 minutes or so, a little bit more than 15 minutes ago. But yeah, it was reporting their $half size hail. Now, like I said, the storm, this is the only severe warning we have still. Like I said, it seems like the majority of these storms are fading out, which is great news. But yeah, this one's still kicking quite a bit here. Like I said, Nardin, yeah, you guys are like right in the middle of this right now. Right in the middle of it. Hypes is parking in Ohio. Yep. Absolutely. Yeah, like I said, Deer Creek, y'all, I think you guys are good. I mean, you all are right scraping the sides. I mean, you all got lucky. Definitely got pretty lucky, but I'm sure there's probably still a bit of rainfall that's coming with it. Could be pretty moderate. Interesting. Yeah, but other than that, I mean, that's about all that's going on there. Reyes has been seeing that severe storms could happen this weekend. Thoughts? Yes. So let me actually talk to you guys about this. Since we only just have this one storm going on here, I'm going to switch y'all over here to the models to talk about something. Because like I said, what? Oh my gosh, dude. The ECMWF has actually increased that strength in that potential cyclone there. Let me bring you guys over to the models real quickly to show you real quick. So yeah, we have the models here, and the ECMWF has this thing to a, I mean, not a really strong low, but wow. Yeah, that's that. Let's go and see. We're going to switch down to southeastern. Just want to briefly talk about this. Yeah, so this little cyclone, if it does turn into a, if it does mature into a cyclone, you know, near tropical storm limits, it will not be a tropical storm. It will be a subtropical storm, meaning that it does not have all the criteria to be classified as a tropical system. But it has pretty much the same impacts, honestly. Very, very weak in tropical storm. But it could bring some tornadoes, possibly, for, like, the southeast. That's something I'd watch out of this guy. Probably the main concern. But shortly after this, y'all, there is a severe weather event that could fire off here. Let me go ahead and switch y'all over to the models here. So this is the latest, and we're going to drop that one. The ECMWF model, so we have this little bit of instability rolling through. Could pop off a few tornadoes there towards the Gulf Coast. I'd say that's not impossible, but look what happens. So let me track way down in time here, and then we get a lot of available energy really building up there for, like, Texas. I mean, like I said, typically you only need about 500, and we're seeing over 3,000 here. So that's a lot of available energy, basically the thunderstorm food. Some of that goes up into the Midwest. So it looks like this is mostly going to be isolated to a Southern Plains event. Maybe even, it could extend in the Southeast. But it definitely looks like a possible severe weather event. I'm going to go to grab a little sounding out of this real quickly, just as a quick little view. Yeah, a little bit of a cap there, but I tell you what, very warm dew points. If that cap breaks, I tell you what, that is going to be a hail maker and a half. Also, damaging wind producer, 1,300 DK. Wow. And the only thing I see limiting these storms here is the amount, how strong the winds are. Essentially, they're kind of weak across the lower levels. Where's this next event taking place? Basically for the southern plains here, kind of towards like Texas, maybe there towards Arkansas. Let's try the GFS here, the American GFS. Yeah, look at that. So yeah, the GFS has it as well. Maybe pushed up a little bit further north potentially. I don't know. Anyways, but I just wanted to go ahead and just mention that with y'all, kind of show you what's going on. So we'll talk more about that here in a little bit whenever the storms kind of fade out. Yeah, like I said, this is gonna be a stream kind of mixed in between. I think we're actually probably gonna restart a stream after this guy. We'll probably do a forecast stream around 11 o'clock or so. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so at 10 o'clock on this stream, we're gonna head off, which is in 30 minutes. And then at 11 o'clock, we're going to go live again for y'all. And this time we'll do forecast. So we're doing 2 streams tonight for y'all. So pretty active night regarding the channel here. So yeah, that'll give me an hour break to build a thumbnail and all that stuff. But like I said, I mean, this is really the only storm that's kind of kicking off here. Archie says, good evening. What's up? What's the HRRR? So the HRRR stands for High Resolution Rapid Refresh. That is a computer model that is a very high resolution. It says it in its name. High resolution model down to 1 kilometer. And it basically, like I said, basically just, gets updated every hour. And it shows what the event could look like in the future. But yeah. That's basically what that is. Let's see here. Oh my gosh, my my Twitter is flooding in with these stupid cars. Oh my gosh, we got a car on an escalator here. I think we need to make like a React channel after all of this mess. I mean, it's just crazy. I've actually seen this one before. That's pretty funny. But then we have this, car. I don't know. These are some interesting images that y'all are sending in here. All right, so once again, a little update here. North central Oklahoma, we got ourselves a severe thunderstorm warning in effect here. So it looks like Nardin is still getting hit here. Deer Creek, you're right on the edge of that core there, though. So I would honestly not be surprised if we did get a little bit of that. Let's see, the chaos of cursed vehicles. The vehicles' images on the stream. I know, it's crazy. Let's see here. So he says that Deer Creek storm isn't going to be anything. We're just getting rain now. Yeah, like I said, right there towards Deer Creek, though, you're right on the edge of it. The worst of it just went through, like, Nardin. As you can see, I mean, Deer Creek, depending on where you're at, if you're on the western side, it's nothing but just some rain. But east of it, though, that's where the heavy stuff is. And that's why we actually have a warning here for ping-pong ball-size hail out of the storm here. So that's that. Yeah, once again, we actually did get a report there of hail out of that storm there, too. From the broadcast media, Twitter reported in Kay County, Oklahoma, at 1:10 UTC, so about 23 minutes ago, reported half dollar size hail. A lot of fresh, look at that, within the last minute. A lot of fresh lightning data coming through on this guy. Definitely is lightning producing. That's for sure. Oh my goodness. What the heck? I got a report coming from Z7FK. I wouldn't even call it a report at this point. It's just cursed images coming through. What the heck? It's going right through your house. Just a normal day. Yeah, normal day in Ohio. I mean, someone thought they were at a drive-through, so that's what they did. We're going to switch this back. Dude, that hail core, though, is increasing. Look at that. It really picked up in that last frame there. Yeah, Deer Creek, I think you guys just dodged this here. Really just dodged this storm for the most part, or the worst of it, I should say. Grab a slice out of this guy. See position. We're going to change that. We're going to turn it this way. Yeah, the storm's cranking about 40,000 feet up. So it's a pretty tall topped thunderstorm there. Let's see. See, Narden is 5 miles south. 5 miles. Oh, sorry, not south. 5 miles from me. Yeah, which is not far at all. So, I mean, like I said, if you travel to your south, it looks like that core really picks up out there. Areas here towards like Lamont, yeah, you might want to water. You might want to watch this one, not water this one. Oh my gosh. What the heck, dude? Dude, I don't even know. Oh, look at this. Oh, out of that flash flood warning we had earlier, it's been canceled now, but look at that. 1.63 inch report coming from AWAS. Storm total. So that was less than what the radar said. Also, 2-inch report out of here for a mesonet and 2 miles southeast of Ottawa. All right, I updated the, let's see, ping pong ball size hail still. Yeah, it has. Apparently, it's. It looks like it's actually moving towards rural section here south of Deer Creek, but like I said, Lamont, you guys are. Yeah, you guys are right in the path of the storm here. So if you're in Lamont, if you can, I'd recommend bringing your vehicles inside. That's where it all started. By me saying bringing your vehicles inside, and then everyone started sending cursed images of vehicles in places they shouldn't be. Anyways, but like I said, if you're there towards like Lamont, I would highly consider watching it. I mean, hopefully it dies down by the time it reaches there, but that's never a for sure thing. So I believe these are wind turbines. These guys towards Hunter, I believe those are wind turbines. And these ones too. Got some of these waves rolling through. Yeah, if you're in front of one of these waves, it could get pretty gusty. The outflow boundaries from the storms here. Let's see here. Okay. All right, we're gonna do a check here towards Oklahoma City. See what's going on down there with the latest storm view. Oh yeah, no, these guys are dying out quick. Gotcha. Let's take a look here at this guy towards Lawton. It looks like there's a storm there. Yeah, Lawton has a little shower over, but to your northeast here towards like Elgin, there's actually a storm out there, which is interesting. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, this guy's died out. Wow, we had the little storm there southeast of Paducah that was popping up there, and it looks like it's definitely dying out there. So, I mean, like I said, once we moved in towards like 10 o'clock Eastern. Which is in about 22 minutes from now. The models, like I said, the HRRR was showing the possibility of, or the expectancy of these storms to kind of fade out. Kind of start to die out there around within like the next 30 minutes or so. And it seems to be doing such, except for this guy. So I think a lot of the risk is over, actually. Yeah, I think a lot of it is basically over. But except for this guy, this is probably going to be like one of the last nasty storms of the day. Hopefully, anyways. Let's hope so. Let's see here. Yeah, but like I said, Lamont, that's kind of the only area right now I'm a little questionable about. Like I said, I mean, you guys are right in the line of fire here of this storm here. I mean, seriously. Thing's probably going to get definitely going to get some heavy rain out of it, but looks like even hail is possible. Wow, look at that radar. Latest scan here is estimating 1.78 inch hail, which this is 30 miles away from the radar, which the radar is due west of the storm here. Oh, wow. Look at that report. Just came through. Towards Narden, reported here of, let's see. Or did we already, I think we might have already read this one here. But anyways, there is a report here as of 1:25 UTC, which was, let's see, was that 15 minutes ago? I think this is the first time we talked about this here. But there is the report here of, what's that, ping pong ball size hail, 1.5 inch. Which that's what it's warned for. So it's look southeast of 15. That's moving very slow. Yeah, no, that is definitely moving pretty slow out there. And to my friends out there who's wondering what's going on with this line here west of Tulsa, really not much other than just a bit of rainfall. Like I said, the models really did show this thing weakening, in which it is. Yeah, like I said, the models showed Tulsa getting spared. I mean, you can even see it right now, actually, in the latest frames, how everything's just kind of fizzling out. So that's good news. Good news. Yeah, ever since the sun started going down here, the lack of heating on the surface has basically just stopped a lot of the convection, which is good news. But some of the storms are still cranking a little bit, like this guy. Yeah, Lamont, you guys are probably about to get hit here pretty soon. So this is, I mean, these storms are moving slow, too. Something says, wow, we got no hail. Yeah, you got lucky out there. And like I said, we did have some reports there just towards Nard, and you said it was 5 miles east of you. Yeah, there was actually ping pong ball size hail was reported there. Which is very interesting stuff. Yep, that's that. So we got 1.25 northwest of Blackwell. This was reported earlier from a Twitter report. Yeah, no, that's the one we were looking at. So we did see both of these. So hail's definitely verifying out of the storm here. Very interesting stuff. But like I said, what my plan is, y'all, if you're just tuning in here, like I said, what we're going to do is we're going to do personal forecasts and stuff like that. We're going to head off here in about 18 minutes. We're going to head off here at 10 Eastern, 9 Central. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait an hour. We're going to go live again, so it gives me time to set up for my next stream. But we will be going live again tonight at 11 o'clock Eastern, so 10 o'clock Central. So that's right around the time whenever the watch gets canceled up there. Let's see. We're gonna move on back here to this guy. Let's see. Still 1.5 inch. So this warning here that's right there towards let's see, south of Deer Creek now. Yeah, like right here for like Lamont. That right there is what we should watch out for. Let's see. Did Kildare get hail? I don't think so. Let's see. Kildare. This is in Oklahoma. Yeah, no. I don't believe so. Don't think so. Let's go back 50 frames here for a moment. We're gonna drop back several radar frames. Yeah, now you can see this kind of line formed here, and then oh wow, yeah, look like I said, Kildare just really kind of broke. Yeah, look at that. Wow. Yeah, that's just crazy to look at. But this guy up here, I mean, this one here towards Deer Creek, as you see firing off right there. Wow, that's interesting. So you can actually see it firing off from an outflow boundary. So what happened initially is you see this big old line here. Zoom back here. See this line? It's acting as a mini cold front, and it basically causes a source of lift. So that warm air that goes up at the surface goes up in a cooler environment, and that merges with that other cell that's existent for a short period of time. Then they split apart again, And now that that one on the left-hand side is on its by itself, that's the reason it's pulling in a lot of energy out there. So that's why it's hailing pretty good. Because it's kind of on its own now, you know. That's interesting. Very, very interesting stuff. So who knows? I mean, that might be able to carry on in its own little pocket of instability for a little bit. I mean, I would not be surprised if it pulled off for another 30 minutes at least. Yeah, the storm here towards Lawton is dying out here. So the warning on the storm has 15 minutes, but I would really not be surprised. I mean, if it continues to what it's doing right now, I think that this could be an extension to the warning, essentially. Tyler says, hit that like button, everyone. Thank you so much, Tyler. Really appreciate it. Harrison, I see that you're spamming, my dude. Like I said, the more you spam, the more we don't want to get to you because it's kind of disrespectful and rude. But like I said, yeah, for this guy, it's less than 60-mile-an-hour winds there and 1.5-inch hail. So, like I said, right now the 1.5-inch hail here is basically 1.5-inch hail is basically here at ping pong ball size. That's right. Lamont is in the line of fire. Looks like you guys are starting to get a bit of rainfall out of this here. Other than that, it's pretty much good. Let's do a little update down here. Like I said, we had this one cell that was popping off here west of Vernon. Yeah, look at this guy. So this one was kind of discreet for a while. It was on its own for quite a while. I'm actually going to zoom back to 100 frames here. I'm curious to see what it was doing a long time ago out there. Yeah, look at that. So basically, out of this event here, we just got a bunch of these storms that started firing off, and then we had this little discrete cell continued tracking southbound for at least 100 miles or so. I mean, it went right. It started right there towards like areas northeast of Elk City, as you can see that little cell popped off, and then this guy tracked down southward, crossed into Texas here around like 7:30. And then ever since, it just recently faded out there. So that's good. That's good. Let's see. Spencer says, hey, what's up, Spencer? Hope you're doing good. But yeah, like I said, as you can see there in the latest frames, everything's starting to kind of fall apart. So that's great. Great news. Because of the sun, lack of heat on the surface. So all that radiative heating is declining. So the storms are going to start dying off here. And at least in the environment here. Harrison, yeah, dude. That's the reason I did not get to you, because if you keep on spamming, dude, that's very disrespectful. But otherwise, I mean, like I said, yeah, things look pretty good. Like I said, once again, we're going to head off here in 12 minutes. But don't worry, we're going to go back live again tonight. Because, like I said, this was just a segment for live coverage because of the slight risk that we got issued here. Like I said, things are fading out there, so it's pretty good. But like I said, then we're going to go live at 11 again in order to give you guys a forecast, regarding upcoming events here. Like I said, severe weather late this week. A decent event could pop off. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about the tropics on two fronts. Like I said, possible subtropical storm there in the Gulf, as well as that cyclone in northwest Australia, Cat 5. Could be pretty crazy. Definitely is pretty crazy. What sites were I using to view the street footage? Just a variety of different sites. I mean, I have a whole network here. I can show you real quickly. On my tabs, I have a whole network of websites there. So there's just a bunch of different ones. Yes, the cars. I know. So cursed. But yeah, but like I said, things are definitely improving out there. Look at that big old U now. That's a big old horseshoe hail core there. Do you have to pay money to be a mod? No. Nope. Yeah, actually, we are looking for more moderators, actually. So if you'd be interested in that, we do have our Discord down below. That you can join our Discord and apply there. Because, like I said, you know, with the channel growing the way it is recently, we're going to need some more people watching the chat for people like Harrison. Yeah, no, wow. I'm just surprised on how instantaneously these storms have just fallen apart. I mean, they have completely just like faded. I mean, you see how they really popped up here in a bunch of cells, and then recently they just kind of just died. All right, well, honestly, y'all, I think we are probably just going to go ahead and head off here. Like I said, we have 10 minutes to go before we do, so we're heading off here at 10 o'clock. Someone says, can I be a mod? Yeah, like I said, if you guys want to apply for moderator, just join our Discord down below. There's a link in the description. Because anyone's able to apply, but it's just a matter if you get accepted or not. Let's see. Weatherman David says, new room, question mark? What do you mean by new room? Wow. That is like a perfect U. Yeah, I'm curious. I'm going to switch back over here to the radar on the other screen because I want to see like what the hail core looks like on that thing. If I was to pick a slice. Thank you, Court, for actually putting a link. Let's see. Yeah, so the storm top here is yeah, storm's heights is going around about 35,000 feet or so. So this storm's about 35,000 feet up in the air. You can see all that purple and blue. That's like that's all the hail that's going on out there. So. Oh, wait a minute. I see what you're saying. New room. No, I just turned my desk around because originally I was facing this way. You were looking this way, and I was streaming that way. Now I'm streaming this way, and you guys are looking that way. But here soon, I'm gonna end up getting a new desk. I actually ordered a new desk here, so I'm gonna get a U desk, so I'll have like a whole station, possibly some more monitors, which will lead to better coverage overall. Because here's the thing, I have 4 monitors, and even with these 4, I have screens that are split up, and I probably need some more screens out there. Let's see here. So we have Lawton, just a little bit of rain shower kicking off there. Yep, 1.5-inch hail. Once again, this is, I don't know, this might even get close to just passing Lamont in general. Let me actually switch you guys over to that view for a moment. It's that little town of Lamont. We're gonna drop frames to 21 frames here. But yeah, no, it in the latest frame, it does look like it faded out a little bit. And that core is keeping away from Lamont, so we'll see. It's getting ready to cross over Highway 60, though. So if y'all are travelers here on the, let's see, it did look like a different rooms, like you moved to a new room. Yeah, no, I hear you. I get it. Yeah, but I'm gonna end up changing the. You'll probably see the room a little different later on as well. So let's see here, but yeah. All right, let's see. Left over here, we have 6 more minutes to go. 6 more minutes to go here on the severe thunderstorm warning here. Let's see, northeast. Yeah, northeast of Lamont is where that hail is. Still 1.5-inch hail, less than 60 miles an hour. But other than that, we're golden. We're good. Yeah, storms have really, really died out here. Now, like I said, honestly, I would really not be surprised if they did issue another warning for this one, an extension. Cyclone said there's a big storm near Key West. What? Is it really? Oh, yeah, I see it. Wow. That is a pretty decent-sized storm, I'll tell you what. Yeah, Key West is in a thunderstorm threat, but nothing crazy out there. Let's check. Oh, not mean to do all that. Yep, there you go. What did I just tell y'all? I mean, honestly, before I even look at it, they might introduce a 60-mile-an-hour wind gust because of that little line there. Boom! 60-mile-an-hour wind gust. Would you look at that? They did lower the hail though to 1.25. So trust me, I know my radar signatures. But yeah, no, that's good news. Uh oh. Hold up, we're gonna turn this up, y'all. Got a warning coming through.
The National Weather Service in Norman has issued a severe thunderstorm warning
for
that's for
this guy.
Southwestern Key County in northern Oklahoma, northwestern Noble
South
County
of 20.
in northern Oklahoma, southeastern Grant County in northern Oklahoma, northeastern Garfield County in northern Oklahoma, until 9:30 p.m. Central Daylight Time. At 8:54 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located near Lamont, moving south at 20 miles an hour. Expected hazards include 60 miles an hour wind gusts and half-dollar size hail.
Gotcha.
This is a radar-indicated threat. The following impacts are expected. Hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Billings, Lamont, and Hunter. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building.
There you go. All right.
Severe thunderstorm watch number 132 remains in effect until 10 p.m. Central Daylight Time for the following counties in Oklahoma.
Okay, so that was the severe thunderstorm watch that's in effect here. We're gonna go ahead and turn that down. Yeah, that's about to expire here in a little bit. Anyways, but like I said, y'all, we were going to head off here at 10 o'clock, so I think we're going to go ahead and do such now. If you guys did enjoy it, make sure you leave a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you have not already. I tell you what, my friends, we are literally 33 subscribers off from reaching 12,000 subscribers. That is absolutely nuts. So if you've not already, help us get there, y'all. It'd be greatly appreciated. Like I said, this storm could continue to produce a bit of hail, maybe some gusty winds over the next hour or so. Definitely would not be surprising, but the majority of the storm line is dead. I mean, most of it is faded out here. Reason this guy is the only one that's kicking off is because it basically detached from this cell that faded out and has the environment to its south side to possibly kick up a little bit more strength as it runs through a pool of instability. But anyways, but overall, I mean, that's the majority of this event, I believe. Don't expect that much more to occur tonight regarding severe weather. But like I said, we're not heading off here for good tonight because we are doing a live stream at 11 o'clock Eastern so it's 10 o'clock Central to my friends out there, 9 o'clock Mountain, and 8 o'clock Pacific in order to, like I said, get y'all some forecasting going on in there. Because, like I said, I mean, we have a lot of events popping up here for the next few days in the tropics, possible subtropical storm in the Gulf, big old cyclone in northwest Australia. Like I said, we usually don't cover areas outside the U.S., but it's a big old cyclone. It's going to be worth covering it overall. And then whenever it comes to it, we have a severe weather event at the end of this week. So that's kind of that. So first up, we have the subtropical storm, then the cyclone or typhoon, and then of course we have the severe weather event at the end of this week. All right, well, I'll tell you what, my friends, the stream's gonna head off here in 2 minutes, so if y'all have anything you want to say, go ahead and do such now. Once again, y'all, thank you for watching. Thank you guys for joining us. Once again, if you have not already, hit that subscribe button, leave a like, be greatly appreciated. And all right, my friends, well, y'all take care. Like I said, we love y'all. Please stay safe out there, and we'll catch you guys here later on. Peace out, my friends. See y'all at 11.
Until 9:30 p.m. Central Daylight Time. At 8:54 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located near Lamont, moving south at 20 miles an hour. Expected hazards include 60 miles an hour wind gusts and half-dollar size hail. This is a radar-indicated threat. The following impacts are expected. Hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Billings, Lamont, and Hunter. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Severe thunderstorm watch number 132 remains in effect until 10 p.m. Central Daylight Time for the following counties in Oklahoma: Lincoln, Logan, Noble, and Payne. Remember, a severe thunderstorm watch means that conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including large hail and damaging winds, in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA weather radio, commercial radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. The National Weather Service in Norman has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for southwestern Kay County in northern Oklahoma, northwestern Noble County in northern Oklahoma, southeastern Grant County in northern Oklahoma, northeastern Garfield County in northern Oklahoma, until 9:30 p.m. Central Daylight Time. At 8:54 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located near Lamont, moving south at 20 miles an hour. Expected hazards include 60 miles an hour wind gusts and half-dollar size hail. This is a radar-indicated threat. The following impacts are expected. Hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Billings, Lamont,